last week's 80th episode is now up on my YouTube channel, which is Dungeon Profit. So feel free to catch up on that. All the episodes will be on there. So that's now up. I get the sense that someone's trying to talk or doing something. Yeah.
Someone's dying.
So when you watch that, remember to like, subscribe, and comment.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched the latest one, but I did live it. Does that count?
Yeah, live it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. What happened?
Did I miss anything?
Just shows how amazing my stories are. They're so good, you forget them instantly.
Who on earth just rolled who's rolled all these numbers?
Don't worry,
Sam,
I know the most important
okay?
thing. The baby goblin's called Rum, and I'm going to befriend him.
Okay.
And that's all I need to know.
Actually, yeah, because you always said before we went live you can't remember the story. Let's see who can do a recap, shall we? Let's have a bit of fun.
Oh. I've got my notes. Does that count as cheating?
No, if you've taken notes, I'm impressed. Let's see how much you remember, or how much you listened.
Okay. Goblin with a top hat. I want him to be my best friend, Love Heart. He sells lots of housing areas.
Did you not take his name down?
No. No, I want to be his friend. The only name I've got down is Rum.
His name's Franklin, don't worry.
That's not important.
And then you've got... I don't like small people is what I wrote in my Word doc.
Oh, God.
Well, he has an ex-wife as well, and she's probably a bit of a dick. So.
Who's got an ex-wife?
And he's got kids.
We can date him.
Von Stiepelstein? I might have actually wrote that on the wrong character.
He's got a wife, it's not an ex-wife.
Ex-wife now.
It will be an ex-wife soon. We have to seduce the goblin.
Okay.
As a soon-to-be ex-wife.
Is that all we're going to kill?
Yeah, the one that we're going to kill.
And then I convinced
instead of killing him,
through amazing storytelling, I convinced you not to.
No, I'm still killing him.
Right, so
we lost Phineas and Ferb with a great tragedy.
When last we left off, our adventuring party had made a new friend in the form of a Goliath that seems to not like short people that much for some strange reason. They found out many new things. They were going to buy a protective shop and met a rather smartly dressed goblin, Frank von Winkelstein, whose name tends to change quite a lot, because through the power of people not being able to pronounce his name. Thus, with meeting him, a deal was made in the oddest of circumstances where they went out of town, then back into town. And thus the party met a group of other people who were willing to set up a town in Rexington. A rumoured town to have succumb, that's the word I was looking for, to a horrible illness. Upon this, they had made the deal. They had also met a father and son named Phineas and Ferb, and began their journey with these two fine fellows. Upon this journey, they were set upon by some rather large creatures, which they found out to be rooks, and where the son, Ferb, was taken by these giant birds, narrowly escaping into the forest. But upon arriving in the forest, Nade, soulfully trying to ease the woes of the father, sadly attracted the attention of some rather unpleasant characters, and they snatched their other companion away, known as Phineas, thus ended Phineas and Ferb's lineage. Now our team has just made it through the forest and is emerging out, and that is where we're left off. So, as you're just emerging from the forest, you see the break of dawn coming upon, as you realised how long you had spent in that forest, taking shifts, managing to sleep away most of the times, and you were watched.
Half hour?
You were watched but never approached upon. It seems in the Badlands forests, the more horrendous creatures seem to come out during the day, and the more timid creatures come out at night for safety. Thus, you were able to have a steady journey, but you kept pushing through the night. And as you emerge, you start to hear a very large wheezing and panting. And who was driving? It was still Sam, wasn't it? Towards the end, or was it someone else? Well, Sam,
Sam.
It was Sam took back over.
Sam.
Yeah.
It was
So-
me. And I took a rest.
so
yeah.
It
Smash.
was Sam the Warforged.
Not yet.
Not
Aye.
yet.
Oh,
Spoilers.
I thought you just swapped him out.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
From a tiny bird to a massive warful.
No, the cart just transforms into Sam's new character.
So,
Sam was the cart all along.
where is the old spark?
Oh yeah.
So,
Hang on, were you making an assumption that Sam was a Decepticon? Because you definitely sounded like a Decepticon.
I
Then.
am a Decepticon.
Decepticons are
Okay.
cool.
Just,
Yeah.
You shouldn't assume, you know. It's wrong to assume.
I don't think it
You can be
applies to
anything you want,
robots.
Sam. I mean,
Thus-
it does.
But, thus, you were noticing that your yak is panting very heavily from doing an all-nighter and collapses in front of you. It begins to rest. It's very out of breath, tongue hanging out as it lies on the floor now, and your cart has come to a complete stop. As you can look around, since you've come to a there's still bits of trees, and so the forest is sort of just clearing where you're seeing now the end of it, where it's not as thick as dense stuff, but there's still patches of like groups of trees and everything. But you can see the road cuts off about another 40 feet down, cuts off into a fork. So what are you guys doing?
The yak needs a rest. Say, are we out the forest? Did you say? Or still in the
You're
forest?
Well,
right by the entrance of the forest at the moment.
Okay. So
I'm gonna look at the yak and I need to go. I think this one's ready for the blade.
No.
Oh,
We should mercy kill it.
No, don't He's just tired.
he's just tired.
We
It's
need
just-
some way of getting back. We can't just kill out the yak straight away.
If
To be
only
honest,
we had a Warforged.
We don't know. We don't know how long we've got to go till Rexington either. So I say, let's try and. Do you think as a team we could pull the yak away from the edge of the forest and?
We could put the yak in the carriage, and we could pull the yak in the carriage for a little bit.
Yeah.
I go, yes, we can pull the yak away.
Don't pull him to the afterlife.
I do like a feat of strength challenge to pull this
Mm.
yak.
Yeah.
You'd
Okay,
be
so-
you'd be
I mean,
such a
Oh, yeah.
So
You're gonna.
just to
you're gonna-
do it,
clarify,
go for it.
so
Ugh.
we're pulling the yak,
Mm.
and
You're such a strong guy. You can pull us all by yourself,
pulling
and you
the
can be
yak,
the
but
new
just
yak.
to determine where are we pulling the yak, are we put it on the car, or are we taking it somewhere else?
Let's put it in the cart.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
In the river.
for those who
Attached to a
are
tree.
pulling the yak, as you put it, can you roll a strength check, please? With with
I'm
all of
not
you with
pulling the yak.
disadvantage, please.
I'm here to give you your negative strength.
I'm gonna do it just for fun.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
So we got 6.
I got,
Gotta
I
roll
got
mine now.
disadvantage
19.
for?
I rolled with advantage, so I need to just re-roll it.
The disadvantage you'll see in a minute.
Yeah, I got
got an 8.
15.
So we got an 8, a
How am
15.
I-
And Nathan, did you do it?
I'm not helping though.
Okay, so as you all approach the yak and begin to grab it, it is very taken aback and starts kicking and throbbing about, making this near impossible for US to even grasp a hold on the yak as it keeps breaking free of your grips. It's very sort of
Sounds familiar.
distraught. very, very distraught from the sudden sort of group of people coming and grabbing it, as it then doesn't last very long because it's still tired and begins panting again and sort of falls to the floor.
How much gold is a yak to buy? I'm going somewhere with this. Does anyone know?
2 prices, both dead and alive.
Like an alive one.
It's going to be less than a house. And we know how much a house is.
Because what I'm thinking
not
here
wrong.
Gotta
is
be
we
more
kill
than a
it.
dagger.
We kill it. We like process all the stuff off it, put it inside, like the dead one, inside the cart, and then we pull the cart to the next village, and then we buy a new yak to pull our cart.
There's the nearest
Do we know
village.
where
is
the next
one
village
that's-
is?
Yeah, the nearest one's the one where everyone died.
Dead.
Also, we did want a cart and a horse to be a travelling shop.
Exactly, a horse, not a yak.
Yeah. I mean, a yak would do. The kids
Yeah.
want to come and
Just
pet a
about.
yak. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they've all seen a horse.
yeah, exactly.
Horse in a horse. Yeah.
Right.
Can I check what's wrong with the yak other than it just being tired? Or is it
Roll
just-
an animal handling check for me, please. Would it be animal? Yeah, we'll say animal handling. Do you know what? Actually, I'll be
a
nice.
9?
I'll be nice, Callum.
Oh.
Ignite. Sorry. Medicine or animal handling, I will allow.
Oh. I'll do medicine then because my medicine's higher. Is that a 20? No, I got 16.
16. Okay, so from your medicine check, you can determine that the yak is still very tired from moving all night, and it just seems that it's thirsty and needs
Filthy yak.
thirsty, needs probably a bit of water, some rest, and some food as well.
I'll give the yak some. I'll give
So
it some of my
basic
water.
needs of a creature to live and to generally keep working.
Disgusting.
As basically.
I'll give it some water and some of my rations.
Okay, it seems to. What sort of rations are you giving? Like,
Fruit.
yeah, that's fine. I didn't.
Hey.
That's fine. So the yak seems to take very well. It sits up more now and is eating away and drinking away at the provisions that you were giving it as it slowly takes some rest. So that was a very crappy roll.
Yeah, I reckon we should rest until the yak's back up
So
to
in the
move
meantime,
us. Stay away from the forest, obviously.
You do all hear some rustling coming from behind you and in front of you.
Oh. Oh no.
And a bit of a snarling.
I will have a glance around to see if I can see where this sound's coming from.
Roll a perception check.
That is a 17.
17. So you notice that the sound directly is coming from behind you and in front of you, and it's coming from multiple sources.
On the.
We
Can I
can't see
spy?
them, can we?
Yes, you can. You can see pretty much all of them. There are 5 figures, humanoid, hairy, very big. And at this point, none of them could take a attack of opportunity on you because you do see them coming, so they're not surprising you at this point. And we'll need people to roll initiative, please.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, I did well this time.
Oh, I did not.
Don't think. I just
Ah, not
realised. I
bad.
don't think I uploaded Blake's character, but that won't take long. I can easily do that now.
SMH Blake.
Oh,
So-
sorry. No, none of the sounds are coming from behind you. They're all from in front. My mistake.
So, how annoying can we be? Can I take one monster from each battle as a pet?
4,000 pets.
Okay, let's.
My computer is not lagging.
What could possibly go wrong?
I should still have a cart in here somewhere. No, I don't. Okay.
Oh, I'm winning
I can
maids.
easily just draw a square. Save time. Right. Okay. So
I have a +4 to my thing as well. So having a 6 meant I rolled a 2, which isn't good for the battle ahead.
No, don't touch me there. This is my
Oh no,
cart.
no, square. Oh,
Oh,
controlled by. Oh God! Wish there was a quicker way to do this. Maybe do it beforehand.
You can use voice commands.
just shout really loudly.
It's faster.
Computer, put ignite token controlled by Callum. Ignite. Save settings. Where is? Did you send me a token, my good man?
Yes.
Not you.
I
Sorry.
think I did.
I forgot to say Sam for some strange reason.
Oh.
Oh yeah, got it.
I
Never mind.
did
Never mind. Found it. Just found it. It was hidden away.
all. Yeah, boy.
It was hidden away. Fun time. Is everyone on Roll20?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Right, where's me doodles? Well, that didn't seem to
And
work
we're
very
just
well.
on the out. We're just sort of like coming out of the forest, yeah?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Right.
Delete that. Sorry, that's the thing got away from me. Right, so the black square is the yak and the green square is your car. Not to scale.
Yeah.
just
That is a
to
big
put
ass
and,
yak.
and stop
A
drawing.
very artistic drawing.
Thank
Can
you.
we call the yak Thickums from now on?
Thickums.
Who?
The yak's
Thickums.
name's Thickums.
Where the hell is Blake's
Dickums.
token?
No,
I thought it was
Thick.
Dickums.
Oh, there it is.
Hickums.
Are you deaf?
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
load.
you cut out.
There we go.
There we go. It's nice. It
My
loaded.
computer just froze up for a second then.
And Blake is Blake. Excellent. Okay, so things next. Let's now. Could you actually see those, or are you just guessing really well from the stream?
Really well.
Shenanigans is going on here.
2 out of 3. That's not bad. I'll take that. I'll delete him.
That was, yeah.
That was very well.
I
Yeah.
think he's looking at the stream because you can see him on the stream. Right, so if one was about there, managed to get there. One that just emerged there. And there. Right, okay. Initiative orders now, ladies and gentlemen. So, 25 to 20. Oh, that was a terrible roll on my part. 20 to 15.
Yes.
Okay. And what was that number, please, Callum?
19.
19. Liking it.
And
Right.
then I'm 18 after that.
18 for Nate. And then we've got 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
Oh, Blake's put his number in there. Blake's 12.
Oh, it's almost 12,
Blake's-
yeah.
Okay, Blake's 12. Cool.
And then
But
I'm
you're-
6.
Okay. And then Sam is 6. And then that
If I can
goes
tie this.
there. Right, okay, top of the round is Callum. What are you
Okay,
doing?
I'm gonna do a big play to start off.
Big play.
Big play. I am gonna twin a spell, and this using my meta magic,
Okay.
and I am going to twin Scorching Ray. So instead of 3 hits, that means 6.
Ooh.
I think, if I'm thinking of that right.
Are these individual hits or is it just like
Individual
okay,
hits.
so you'd have to roll for each one then.
Yes. So I am going to do
That's
3
the
against
Steve
the
tactic.
first 3 against this one here that's in
Okay.
front of me, and the second 3 against that one there.
Alright,
So-
okay, we'll roll to hit. We'll do the first 3 for the first one then. So just
Okay.
straight away just do those rolls and we'll do the damage after.
So the first 3 rolls I got were 17,
Okay.
22, and 20.
I think all of those hit. Let me just double check on the sheet. So you said 17, 22, and 20.
Yeah.
Yes, they all hit. So roll for damage, please.
Okay. 10, 12. Any damage.
12 damage in total or on the first hit?
It was 10 on the first, 2 on the second, 8 on the last.
Okay, so that's 20 altogether.
E.
Alright.
And onto that one there.
Okay, do the same again, please.
No, this has just gone bad now.
Oh, that's what's happened there.
I got a 5, a 17, and an 8.
One of those hits.
9 damage.
9 damage. So as you clap your hands together and begin to 9 damage, did you say?
Yeah, 9 damage.
You clap your hands together, rubbing them briskly together, building up the friction as your magic flows through your arms into your fingertips, and as you unleash these ball streams of fire towards the first knoll stops out, ready for action as almost obliterated by a wall of fire, charred skin. It's still standing, but it's hurt as it looks pretty much like a naked hyena at this point from the severe burns that it's just received as it steps out of the tree line. The second one seeing what happened to its comrade as the first 2 come towards it, manages to step out of the way just in time, but getting too cocky, the third one hits, leaving a large burn mark on its leather hide armor as they both reel in pain. What the one ready for the other one is a whimpering in fear. All right, Nate,
Okay.
you're up next, and then
I'm just gonna run behind the.
Oh
Actually,
yeah,
no, I'm gonna stay
sorry,
there.
you've still got movement.
Nah, I'm gonna stay there. I think
Okay.
it'd be safer if I stay there.
Sweet. Okay, Nade, you are up, and then Sam, you're on deck.
Oh god, you did roll.
Okay.
No,
Oh
it'd be
no,
Blake next. Blake's at
Blake's on
12.
deck. Sorry, I misread my sheet.
It is me, yeah?
Yeah, so it's it's definitely you.
Cool. Do we know what they are yet?
You can roll a history check to find out.
A what check?
A insight check. Sorry. Actually, no.
That was
No. You already know what they are because you've encountered them before. They're gnolls.
okay.
You encountered them before, but you never fought.
Newly news. Okay then, I'm gonna hop up.
But other
at the
than
bed and
that,
tell my
that's all
swag
you
on.
know that they're gnolls and what they look like.
Okay, I'm jumping onto the cart
Yep.
here, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. How do I do it? Do I click and hold it? Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this one.
Okay, go for it. Roll to hit, please.
rolling to hit with a solid 16.
Solid 16. That hits.
And then doing a whopping 13 damage.
Ooh.
Skadoosh!
Okay.
Skadoosh.
As you channel the power of your god, you unleash the energy blast from your fist as it flies towards this gnoll, as it readies itself from the first attack, straight into its chest, leaving a large gash as it falls to the floor, dead.
End my turn.
You end your turn, right? Okay, Blake, you're up next.
Right. So I'll start by going into a rage.
Ooh. Urgh.
Oh, I'm psyched up. So then I'm gonna move to this one here. Oh, how do I ping it?
If you hold down left click.
You can move yourself anyway. So that was 30, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 25.
25. Sweet.
And then I would like to attack with my great axe.
Go for it. Roll for an attack, please, my good man.
Sorry. Just rolling now. I got a 23.
A 23. That definitely hits. Roll for
And
damage,
then I roll
please.
for damage. I got a 7.
A 7, right.
Oh, sorry, I didn't add the +2 in from the rage.
Okay,
That's
fine.
That's a 9.
Take that away. As your blood begins to boil, almost showing a bit of colour in your skin, you charge towards this gnoll coming out of the thing, and you swing your axe with the momentum, smacking its face with your axe. Luckily, it manages to move just out the way, so you only receives a very large gash across its face as it snarls at you, readying for an attack. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, ends my turn.
Okay, right. Sam, you're up next.
God, you did roll low for them.
Yeah, I did.
So I am going
Damn
to
Collective
cry.
rolls.
Cast that as a. Nah, I'll have to do that. That says I can, but I don't think I can. Oh no, okay, yeah. So I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat as my bonus action,
Okay.
which means I can now move 60 feet in a turn.
60
So
meters
that's
turn.
using my movement and then dash, which I instantly get using that spell. And I'm gonna. So right there, because all the okay, yeah. I'm gonna shoot at this one here with my pistol. Pew pew.
Yeah, go for it. Roll to hit.
That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. That is 10 damage.
10 damage. Well, that, as you quickly pull out your pistol, seeing this gnoll burn to a charm, finish it and put it out of its misery as you hear the gunshot of the pistol as it hits it square in the head, and that gnoll is dead.
Then I'm gonna yeah, then I'm gonna go zoom all the way up to here.
Okay.
like a
Like a speed,
fuck
just as
rocket.
fast as the bullet you shot, you then sprint past the dead gnoll.
Yeah, that's my turn.
That's your turn. Right, now it's the Knoll's turn, finally. Right. This first one is going to retaliate towards you, Voldus, with his spear. That is going to...
Shah the spear.
He's that is 14 to hit.
So that's against your armor class, Blake.
I've got 15 armor.
Oh, that
So
just
no
misses
hit.
then. As
No
you
hit.
manage
Just
to
missed me.
parry the spear with your axe, so confident in your rage as you then shout at its face and it snarls back at you in anger. As the second
Don't
one
look back
comes
at it.
up to next to you. That's a natural one. That's going to miss. As the other one clearly you can see it moving out of the way as you step out the way of the second spear. Right, and this one's going to come here. What have I done? Right. Is that enough movement? Do these have quite a fair bit of movement, don't they? Yeah, loads of movement. With advantage. Oh my god, what is with my rolls today? That dice is going away. That was a 2 and a natural 1. So that misses. And they can't do anything else, so that ends their turns. They're back to the top of the round. Ignite, you are up,
You
my
little-
friend.
You little speedy
Nice.
boy.
I am going to run over to there, start off. I'm going to turn and face all of them. If I can... Okay, I actually click this. Hey. Face all of them, and I am going to... Ooh. I'm going to Scorching Ray, but I can't on it anymore.
Which one are you scorching raying?
I'm going to do one on each of them.
One on each. Okay.
So, 7 on the top one.
That misses.
19 on the middle.
Yep, that hits.
And 8 on the bottom.
And that misses. As you fire
I do
off the 3 shots, somehow the one that's been standing in front of your Goliath friend, you manage to just shoot through under his armpit, seeing this knoll and managing to hit him in the face. Roll for damage
that
as
did
well.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay.
And then as my bonus action,
Voldus, you've got
I
a
am
bit of a few singed armpit hair.
Not
I'm gonna-
happy.
I'm gonna get rid of a level 1 spell slot to get myself some get all my sorcery points back.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Nah, that's it.
All right, that ends Blake. Ignite's turn. Nade, you are up, and then Voldus, you are on deck after him.
Oh. Okay, so it doesn't look pretty over there. So I'm going to, firstly, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on this chap here,
Okay, I'll just make a note
meaning
of that.
he has a curse on him, and I did an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to him whenever I hit him with an attack. Also, when I cast a spell, the target I can choose one of these. So I'm deciding that this target has disadvantage on Constitution checks.
Okay.
Okay, so that's been done. Now I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at him with
Well,
Repelling Blast as well. So he gets pushed. He gets
Okay.
damage and gets pushed.
right.
Let's roll. See what happens. That's an 18 to hit.
Do it now. Noel won't be watching it.
It was an 18 to hit.
It's 18 to hit. Yeah.
I just realised your room is the other way around. You was looking at it that way. I was like, there's not a door there, but I just realised your room's back to front the way it used to be.
Yeah, I told you I'd redid my room.
Check you out. Yeah, no, you didn't. I think you did it that much though. Okay.
What? I told you I was
That's
redoing
8 damage.
8 damage, yes. Okay.
8 damage, and he's pushed 10 feet.
From the okay, yeah.
It just says in one straight line. So, to the best of your ability, the direction that. Yeah. So I'd say that as well.
8
Does that mean
damage.
Blake gets an attack of opportunity?
No, because it's only if it's willingly moved.
It's got to move.
It's got to willingly moved. If it's been sort of forced out of that position, it's not attack of opportunity.
That's all right then.
Right. Okay. Let me just get me bearings.
End my turn.
Okay, so that's Nathan Endy's turn. It's now you, Blake. You've got 2 gnolls bearing down on you. The third one mysteriously disappears as Nade unleashes his blast, hitting the creature, but for some strange reason, the creature did not seem phased until a few seconds after as the shadows wrapped around it, forcing it further down into the forest.
So the knoll directly in front of me.
Yep.
I'd like to smash it with my hand axe, so I'm going to roll to hit.
Okay.
Not hand axe, great axe, sorry. Great axe.
Okay, I was going to say, because some of your movement would have to been taken then, because you were swapping weapons, but that's fine. Go for it, roll for hit.
14.
14 just misses, I'm afraid. As it laughs in your face. As it ducks underneath your mighty swing.
None of this.
Are you
Much
doing
else I love
anything
it.
else?
Very good. Yeah.
Can I speak to them?
Can you speak, Noel?
I can speak with animals. Are they an animal?
Uh,
Are they classified as an animal?
they're classified as a humanoid creature. So you can attempt.
Oh, I
to
just
speak
wanted to
them.
tell it. I did stuff with its mother last night.
You can, feel free to say that, whether it understands you or not.
But I want it to understand using my beast. Actually, no, I can't do it.
no,
I'm still in rage. I can't do it anyway.
I
Sorry.
just looked it up. Noel has its own language called Noel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it anyway. I'm in rage, so I can't do spells. I just remembered. So I
Rip.
forget that. Sorry.
Okay.
Oof.
I'm guessing that ends your turn.
Yes, I end my
Sam.
turn. Just stood here, anticipating its next attack, staring it down.
So one finger up, like.
Yeah.
Right. It's my go now, isn't it?
Yes, that it is. Do your thing, bro.
Okay.
Fuck it
So
up, Sam.
I'm gonna jump to there. Well, not jump, but run speedy fast to there. It's 35 feet, so I have 25 left with my expeditious retreat. I need to mark that off. Yeah, up to 10 minutes. And I will. So I would have saw Callum hit this one and this one, didn't he?
No, he
I
Nathan
didn't
hit
hit
that
the middle.
one, and Callum hit the middle one. Yeah. So
Yeah. So
I've hit that one before as well, so that one's.
that
these
one's
two are
feeling
looking
it, right.
hurt. That one looks.
Why not? So my robo arm's going to enlarge in size, and
Ooh, is
I'm
it
going
now?
to cast. Yeah, I'm going to cast catapult. Pick up a stone off the ground next to me and chuck it at this guy here.
Okay, roll to hit them, please. Is it? Yeah.
That is a dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Right. Okay. Let me just check its stats in terms of saving throws. All right, that is an 11.
That fails.
Ooh.
Haha. It's a dex save of 12 as well.
Ah.
So that is 13 points of damage.
Well, that one is crushed by. Well, it is pretty much. What did you throw? Did you throw like a nearby rock? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's only £5. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So pretty much like One Punch Man picking up a rock to that psychic alien, throwing it, smashing his face to bits. The same happens to this Knoll, and that Knoll is dead.
Yeah, boy.
Right. Are you doing anything else, Sam?
Let's have a look. Make sure off as well. And then, yeah, so then I'm going to see if I can get a bit of a sight down this way, moving up another 25 feet, and that'll end my turn.
Okay, now is the Knoll's turn. Seeing that things are turning sideways, this one is going to make a run for it. 1, 2, 5, 20. Why the hell did that just happen? Where's my ruler? And then Blake, you do get attack of opportunity on this one.
Can I attack it?
Yep, go for it.
Roll to hit.
Right, I roll to hit with my great axe. 11.
11 misses, I'm afraid, as the Knoll turns around more quickly than you expect and manages to make a quick getaway as you were in awe of that amazing kill. That smash did
So I smash my axe into the dirt.
Yep. You kick up a bit of dirt, goes over to your face. You're a bit angry as you wipe off the dirt from your face. Right, that ends the Knoll's turn. Top of the round. Callum.
Scared those boys off.
I'm going to be mean. And I'm guessing the one that's furthest away from me on the right-hand side is the looks most hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Magic Missile on it then.
Oh, damn. What a dick. Roll for damage then? Because I know that's an automatic hit, so...
Yeah. So I
what
use
level?
all 3 shots on it. It's just level 1.
Just level 1, okay.
Yeah, so
even if you
all
got
3
max
shots.
damage, I don't think you'll kill it now. So I'm...
I do 11 damage to it.
Oh, damn. Good rolls, though. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
This retreating cowardly Knoll runs for its life as it feels 3 sharp pains in its back. And it's now almost just whimpering away now.
I'm going to go and stand in the puddle as well, just to get closer to both of them.
Okay, that ends your turn.
Yep, that's it for
There's
me.
one down below as well.
Mhm.
So, Nade, it is your go. And then Blake, you're on deck.
Nice. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take an Eldritch Blast shot at this guy over here.
I will say he's got, I would say about half cover because you've got a few trees in your way of eye line.
On top of the cart.
Yeah, a cart isn't taller than
I got a
trees.
vantage point.
I would still say,
Okay.
I'm saying with your advantage point included, that's why I'm saying it's only half cover.
Okay, let's go for it.
I would have done it with
Eldritch
Callum, but he
Blast.
did
It's a
the
good one.
fucking...
It's a good one. What have I got to beat?
Well, tell me what you roll and then I'll tell you what you beat.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is 6 points of Eldritch Blast damage.
As the Knoll looks around to see if anything is coming to its face, it sees a green light appear out of nowhere and smash it straight in the face as it falls down dead. Damn, savage.
Awesome.
Survivors.
Someone's been watching
Awesome.
Cobra Kai. No mercy. Right. Does that end your turn?
No, not even in the slightest. I'm moving Hex. So well, Hex automatically moves, but I'm moving it to the last creature available, the bottom.
Okay.
And then
It's not what I wanted to do.
I'm going to cast Misty Step. And teleport
Can you do that
to
as
here.
a bonus action?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I can't move my character.
Well, you should have control of it.
Oh
You
god,
gotta
I'm
move.
not. I'm not on the right thing. It was here, right? Measure it. Someone measure it for me. 30. Is it here?
Yep,
yeah,
that's
that's the
bang
alley.
on 30.
Cool. And then can someone measure me another 30 towards him because I've still got movement.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. There we go.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
All right. Blake, you're up next. Sam, you're on deck.
Did these guys just randomly attack us? I feel like I'm being over aggressive. Do they deserve it?
They deserve it. They attacked us for no reason.
Okay.
They didn't even say hi.
You don't know what their reasons are.
So, I'm gonna move next to Ignite.
At Smash.
That's
Oh,
shit.
Smash. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm gonna move next to Smash.
Okay.
So I've not got anything else I want to do this turn, so
All right. Smash, you're up.
Okay. You're gonna love this.
I doubt that I will. Part of me's gonna think no.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna run like that
What the fuck is that?
with
How is
my
he still
movement and
active? Oh yeah.
it's yeah, and bonus action dash expeditious retreat for 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
Casting as a bonus action. So yeah, I'm going to zoom, run right round.
Like the Flash.
Well, actually, yeah, actually to there,
Okay.
and then in this line, I'm going to use the weapon we got in our one shot, the wind fan.
Oh yes. Okay. That doesn't transfer to any new characters, by the way, Sam.
That's fine. I already knew this. And so it needs to make a strength saving throw.
That's fine.
And I have enough range between the two other guys where, because it's only 10 feet wide, where I can thread the needle of it.
That is a non-natural 20.
God, pissing. What does it do? Right there. A line is 10 foot wide. Each of you start a turn on the line must succeed. It needs to do it on the start of its turn. Must
Oh.
succeed in a strength saving throw, or be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction following the line, which would be right. I thought that was an instant thing, but okay, which would be like that.
Okay.
And then any creature spend 2 feet of movement for every foot it moves close to you. You can change direction. All right, yeah. So my bad. I thought it was on the turn. That's
All
when
right. Well,
they
that ends your turn, I'm guessing.
start.
Then
Yes.
now it's the start of his turn. I'll re-roll. That's all right. 18.
Yeah, he saves,
Okay, so he doesn't get pushed back, and
but he's pretty much got half movement whilst he's there. 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot, so that's half movement. They don't have cones on Roll20, do they?
No.
So he'd probably only get like an added like 5.
What did he do that actually?
You can do that, Sam.
He's gonna since he's only got half movement, he's gonna move to you and take an attack.
Oh, it's your boy.
Well that's a bit better. I like that. That's a good number. I can't maths. 17.
Matches, yep.
Sweet. 5 points of piercing damage as your gust of wind was pushing him, and he takes a stab at you with his spear and manages to cut your side.
I've got to make a con saving throw for Expeditious Retreat. Because that's a constitution.
Basically, you've just got to beat
concentration.
10 because it's half of the damage, but obviously DC's always set at 10.
That's a constitution saving throw, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that's alright. That's a 15.
That's fine. So you get to keep Expeditious Retreat. On top of that, that ends the Knoll's turn. Back at the top of the round. It's your go, Gallum.
I am going to cast Firebolt.
Roll to hit them, please.
Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Oof. I'm going to move closer then to right next to Nade. That's it for me.
All right, Nade, you're up. Blake, you're on deck.
Okay, so main movement, main range. Yeah, I'm going to approach him.
Go for it.
This. Actually, no, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna just blast him from my pocket. Rolling for I'll just blast. Oh, it's not gonna hit. 7.
Nope.
Bullshit.
Right.
Should have used Magic Missile to get out of the way.
Yeah, no, that's it. I'm done. And turn.
Right, okay. Bodus, you're up. Show us what you can do.
I mean,
He's made a
action
move.
range.
Are you doing anything else? Or is you just moving there?
Blake, we can't hear you.
Your mic's
Oh
on
yeah,
mute.
you.
Oh, well, Mike was muted.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying, I just wanted to move to the puddle. I've got nothing else to do this turn.
Okay, that's
You
fine.
can-
So,
Instead of
Got nothing
attacking, you
else?
can dash and you double your movement speed for that turn.
Yeah,
just can't
as
attack.
an action, yeah, so you just wouldn't be able to attack, so you could. If you want, you can.
I'd
Alright.
rather go for a stroll.
Alright,
That's-
fair enough. Enjoying the puddle.
I enjoy myself.
His rage dropped and he suddenly came into this profound being of, oh, these trees are fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I can't remember what I was so angry
Thank you.
about.
I found the map myself.
I'm still angry. I'm still raging. I'm seething inside, so I'm letting nature start to calm me down.
These trees are fucking
Nice.
beautiful! Yeah! I love nature! Yes! Right, okay, so that ends your turn. Sam, it's up to you now. You've got a big hairy beast standing over you.
That's only on Saturday nights.
Ooh.
I will use my bonus action to move the gust of wind on top of the knoll again. So he's facing the wind again, like, ah!
Can't just let one go.
Nah, leave them alive. And I will. It's range, so I can't go to there. I'm going to use Ray of Sickness.
Ray of Sickness, okay. It's just one null, but yeah, sure, let's just obliterate it.
Yeah.
Right, what am I rolling? I feel like this is the thing I need
no,
to roll for.
That's a to hit for me.
Well, what did you
That is
roll?
19 to
That
hit.
hits, yeah. Damn it.
I mean, it's only 10 damage,
It's a lot for a no.
and it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I got with the number on no numbers added on top. I got a 12.
That saves. It was
Alright, so
con of 12. I was actually trying to find it, and as you said 12, I noticed the 12 where it said it. So,
okay. Alright,
and that'll end my turn.
so I've got to do a thing now, haven't I? To
Yeah,
withstand
strength
the
saving
crystal.
throw.
I don't think that's going to do it. A 10.
Nope, strength saving. So it's pushed 15 feet away from me, and I put the line like,
Okay. Go right back. It's fighting for its life now. Screw it. I realise I can't escape. I've just dropped a die. I need to re-roll. Oh, okay, that's a bit better. 19 to hit, Sam.
that'll hit.
Okay, it's going to go with its spear. Oh, that's not a half bad number. That's an 8 piercing damage as it throws its spear into your side of your gullet as you feel sharp pain come over you. And
Tasty.
that's going to end the Noel's turn. Ignite, you're up, my friend.
I don't want to risk it this time, so I'm using Magic Missile.
Okay.
I'm using all of my spell slots on this one fight so I can regret it later.
Yeah.
So I do 5. Oh, 5, 10. 13 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I want one to take off each arm. So one magic missile shoots through one of its arms, blasts it
Okay.
off, one for
As
another.
it reels up for another attack towards Smash, a flash of light goes through one arm, shooting the spear and crippling it one arm as it turns to you. Another one hitting in the second arm, into the legs as it falls down, as it's whimpering there. Looking at you with its sad puppy dog eyes, you lift your finger once
Finish
more
him.
and pull the trigger. In almost like slow motion, the light flies from your finger as it hits the knoll square in the face.
Up
As,
the butt.
as it falls to the ground. Okay, as it.
Did this not have a family?
Well, you don't know.
Need to know that.
Come on.
Probably.
Yeah.
That is the way nature goes.
Yeah.
And
It just
I
be
just
like that
thinking we could
sometimes.
like kill the kids as well while we're at it, you know?
Yeah, may as well.
Bloody and there we go. The knoll falls
Right.
dead.
Can I
As-
investigate the knoll to see if it has any kids?
Yeah, we messed up here. We should have tracked it back to its lair.
Yeah.
Well, you
Oh,
can't now.
can I use
That's a no.
Can I do a survival check to see where they came from so we can find his kids?
Roll for a survival check. Oh my
Oh, I
god!
only got 13.
There's too many different types of tracks about to determine where the knolls actually came from.
I'm so
So,
sorry, guys. I tried my
Roll a
I'd
best.
like
survival
to-
check as well.
All right, go for it.
As it was my idea.
I'm going to check the body, see if they had anything.
I got a 10, so I guess
No,
I don't find them either.
no such luck.
Damn
Um,
kids.
Yeah.
See- I'm
We'll
going to
check
check the bodies for gold and crap.
Roll an investigation check
Okay.
for me, please, Sam.
That's a 6. I can't find the bodies.
You know where the bodies are. In terms of finding stuff, they don't really have much on them. They've got the leather armor that they're wearing. Well, some of them have. Some of it's been scorched off by
I'm
a
sorry.
huge fire blast as it stepped out of the bush. Besides from the weapons, they don't really have much on them.
Okay. That happens.
Oh yeah.
Right. I think we should
Yes.
rest up here, wait until the Yak's back, and continue our travels. Anything that was in this area that was looking at us, we've just killed. So
Just to be safe, because I don't trust this forest, can I bury the bodies first?
Yeah, sure.
we
gonna
could stack
bury
them
them.
all up in a pile, so any scavenging
It
things
won't
would
take
go
long
for
for the yak to
me.
rest up. This is off the medicine check, and it's
Oh.
so you're looking about a couple of hours. So you can bury the bodies in that amount of time.
Yeah, bury the bodies, because I think if
But in the
I'm
meantime,
scared
Whoa,
my
whoa, whoa,
forest
whoa.
can
you
have
won't
some
you won't be
instinct
able
survive it.
to you won't be able to have a short rest. If anyone else wants to have a short rest, they
Oh,
can.
Well, I think
I'll
Well, it
ooh.
it
I think
depends on
take
your
a short
party.
rest.
Like if you want to continue resting after the yak's rested up,
As the only one who took damage, I think during that fight, I'm going to take a short rest.
Ignite. I think
I
you
just
should
want-
have a
I-
short rest because you didn't sleep last night.
Yeah.
I want to do one quick thing before we short rest. I just want to go and cut all the ears off the gnolls and keep them.
roll a medicine check.
That's a 12.
Okay, you get 4 good ears, and the others they're questionable.
So
Yeah, I think
In
it would
my
be better if we'd have
hometown-
a short rest instead of
So,
actually.
how many
joining
actual
in.
gnoll ears have I got?
4.
Whether they're good or bad. 4. 4 gnoll ears.
from my hometown, a delicacy of our people is no phallus.
Oh no.
So I'd like
Well,
to
this you can nobble down all the gnoll phallus
I'd
you
like to
want.
go collect them so I can sell them later.
All right. Roll a medicine check for me as well, please.
Actually, instead of me having a short rest or burying the bodies, can I take a leg or some arms?
What is wrong with you guys?
No, no. I have a
I-
reason.
He
No, no.
has a reason. I know why he has a reason.
I have
for
a
that.
reason,
All
unlike
right.
them
You
too.
also roll a medicine check for me, please. What did you get, Blake?
I got a
I'm
17.
just got to sit
Okay.
down. Like,
So you're getting 3 phalluses because the other 2 gnolls are female.
Okay,
Okay.
I got a 21.
You got a 21. So
I don't know. Female ones of phalluses.
How do I add a phallus?
just
Go
you'll
into
have to put it in
equipment,
notes.
manage
You'll have to put it in notes. Because
You
D&D
can add custom
D&D
items.
Beyond doesn't go, "Oh, do you know what? Let's put phalluses in as an item." But then again, I'm surprised that they haven't, considering that some players that you see out there.
You can put it
I
in other
collected
sessions if you click on it, Blake.
3.
Right. Okay. So
No.
let's.
Do I get any legs or arms?
Yeah, you get plenty.
So yeah, I've took a short rest, by the way. So I used my hit die.
All right. You get from in the time, you get 4 arms and 3 legs.
Nice.
Are there any creatures around, like birds or anything like that?
Roll.
I'm
Roll-
short rested now, by the way.
Roll a perception check for me, please. Vodith. Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Let me roll perception. There it is. Found it. A 10.
A 10. Yeah, there are birds and animals about. A few chirping
Uh,
away.
so- So on the bird, I would like to. Can I go up and touch it and cast
there is-
beast sense?
They're up in the trees, so you'd have to climb a tree.
Well, I'd like a pet bird.
Well, if you want a pet bird, you're gonna have to climb a tree.
Okay, what's
if
ready
you-
to roll to climb the tree?
Roll a dexterity check for me, please. Yeah, that's fine.
20.
20, yep, you get up to the nearest tree, so to the top of the tree, and now you have to traverse across a branch to get to this bird. So I need you to do another dexterity check, please, with disadvantage, because you're not trying to scare the bird away at the same point.
10.
10. So you manage to sort of make it halfway across the branch, and the branch that the bird is on, you start to hear cracking, and the branch breaks under your sheer weight, and the bird flies away as you land on your feet, not suffering any damage for the fall because it's not a particularly high up tree, but the bird is sadly flying away.
You very big boy just climbed a tree.
Well,
Trying
the
to-
tree was small because, I'm big. So I'm a bit upset I can't have a pet bird.
We'll see if we can.
I thought
We'll
they
see if you
liked
can
me.
go buy one.
Hmm.
Okay.
We can probably buy you
We'll
one.
try and get you a pet
If
bird.
you're a
don't
good
worry.
boy, we'll buy you a bird.
Yeah.
Parrot, preferably. A parrot.
I'm really sorry, but we don't have bird money. So,
Oh yeah,
do you want a rat?
I forgot. I forgot. Your character's does the accountant for some strange reason.
The what?
Right.
I'm our accountant. I have all of our money.
Oh, I may have to write something for that. I have to
Oh,
think.
no.
Right. So what did
Observation.
you do? The yak seemed to be well rested. It stood up and it's just grazing away now at a nearby grassy patch. So what are you
Um,
guys doing?
Can I go over and touch the yak?
Yeah.
That's a
I like
bit.
to speak to it with animals.
Okay.
I'd like to call it an asshole for going to sleep on us.
What is the terms of
it.
speak of animals?
I've got a spell, speak of animals.
Yeah, but what does it say? Because I can't remember if the yak,
Uh,
if the
You-
animal could speak
You
back.
gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but a minimum beast can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including what they perceived or have perceived in the past day. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favour for you at a GM's discretion.
Okay.
I'd also like to ask the yak how far away the nearest town is,
Because
because presumably it travels
the
this
yak
route.
sticks out its tongue and just ignores you after that asshole comment and refuses to answer your questions.
Okay. Well, I give it the middle finger and I walk off.
Okay, I can see how this is going to go from now.
Told you that yak was ready for the blade.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sharpen my battle axe.
Do you know what? Fuck it. I'll leave some null stats up for a bit on D&D Beyond. Because for some strange reason...
No, no.
for some strange reason that seems to have done its thing. Don't know why, it just has. Right then, so what are you guys
It's done
doing?
its thing. What do you mean?
It, for some strange reason, it was on the null stats than the picture that
Oh.
we normally have up. So, what are you guys doing?
Well, I've short rested.
Oh, you have.
I'm ready to carry on.
If the yak's ready, I'm ready to move on.
As you put all the severed body parts into the back of the car. The yak is rested, and who is taking the helm?
I'll. Sure, yeah.
Alright. The yak...
Can you make sure to whip it extra hard?
You or the yak?
Me later, you know, but the yak for now.
We've got a very weird relationship going on. It was only a 10.
There's only a 10. You didn't need to do an animal handling check.
Oh.
You've the yak's grown to trust you.
Hey, a yak friend.
You get to name the yak now.
Right, so
Dinner.
You're gonna call it Rich.
you've now moved the cart towards the fork in the road. Which way do you want to go?
Oh. Do we not know the direction to the town?
Nope, because that's where you had guides, but they're dead.
Oh.
Both of these. So we're coming out. Can we see if one of the roads leads back towards the forest or out of the forest, or they both lead out?
They both lead out. One seems to wander off, go off towards some mountain ranges in the distance, but also they look like cliffs up ahead as well. And another one leads further into an open field.
Did you get anything from that yak, by the way? Any knowledge on where it is?
No,
Nope.
it didn't want to talk to me. I could try to talk to it again, but I think it's pointless.
Does anyone have like a map or anything?
We've not found anywhere that
Oh, we,
sort of map, yeah.
I mean,
I'll try to search
Nathan,
for
you could-
first aid.
Nade,
Mhm.
are you able to attract birds?
I mean, I've done it before.
Because if you attract some birds, I can use beast sense on the birds, and then we can get some vision around us.
Okay.
Oh, we could-
I sort of roll my eyes and go, sure. I'll give it a go. I step down from the cart. I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy and make some bird noises and hold my arms out like this.
Roll a performance check, please, Nathan.
Please be natural, fine.
With advantage
13.
because you're using thaumaturgy.
Oh, okay. I'll roll again. I just rolled. Yeah, I rolled another one. 13 still.
13, okay. About 2 birds start flying above you about 20 feet in the air from where you are.
There you go. Oh,
Nathan-
I'll mimic. I'll put my arm out, and as I'm a Kenku, I'll mimic the sound of the raven circling ahead to try and coax one down onto my arm so Blake can use beast sense.
Okay. One of them does come down and lands on your wing.
Valdis,
Okay,
ask it where Rexington is.
I'd like
Which
to.
direction?
Well, we can either use. I can either ask it where it is, or I could observe through its senses. What does the party think we should do?
Did you do both, or do you not have enough spell slots?
I've
If you observe, it's going to take longer, but the bird might not even know what the town's called.
that's a
Because
good point.
I doubt birds recognize town
You
names.
can ask it where civilization is.
I mean, but are birds intelligent? Because this spell is based on how intelligent the bird is.
Yes, but it's okay.
Talking
Imagine
to a big bird man here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa! Someone's just launched a nuclear
Callum.
missile from the sound
yeah,
of it.
Callum's mic just went. Brrr.
Callum, you're gone.
Yeah,
You're
your mic's gone.
Oh my god!
completely
Do
gone.
you know what the sad
Nope.
thing is? He was right on track. He was saying good ideas.
no, I'm back.
Hello.
He's back.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Like if you asked around on Pigeon where Birmingham is, would it know where Birmingham is?
Well, I think it would know to avoid Birmingham. If you're like, I don't fancy Birmingham, you know.
Bit
Because
rude.
I don't think anyone does.
of Birmingham, it
Wow.
would just know that there's a
Wow,
place of people
okay.
nearby.
Yeah, we should
Okay.
ask where.
Just for a point of reference, your DM lives in Birmingham, and now it's going to be a bit of a hard ride for you now. of all this.
Don't worry, we all have to go
Um,
into Birmingham
I
sometime.
mean, what did you tell me today? What was your first thing you saw in Birmingham when you came back? You went to the shops?
Someone petrol bombed my shop.
That's not the point. I still live it. Anyway, okay.
yeah,
what
we
do we
should-
do with this bird?
just ask it where it knows the closest humans within the direction outside the forest is, because as long as we can find someone else, we can get a bit better directions.
I translate my companion's words towards the bird. using speak with animals.
Okay, the bird replies. Fair. Naked creatures, lie down over there. And it points towards the left side of the crossroad, towards the cliffs.
Hang on,
and
just to be
kind
clear,
of-
the bird is pointing.
well, it's making the
Bird.
head gesture.
Its beak or its wings,
Well,
like.
its wings. It's flopping its wing into one direction.
Okay.
This lasts for 10 minutes, so we can ask it a couple of things. As long as you've got a hold of it.
I should, yeah. I
Yeah,
how
ask
his
it how
day's
it's
been.
going. Yeah, how's it doing?
Nah.
Nah.
You're a horrible person.
I'd like to ask if it'd like to be my pet.
No.
Threaten it.
Right. The bird. I'm gonna get my hand axe out. No, I'm gonna get my great axe out. Wait, do I net it or do I kill it, guys? What do I do?
Net
It's
it.
up to you. What would you
I'm gonna
do? What would
net
you
it.
go
Yeah,
to?
I'm gonna net it because it could be useful later on.
Give it
So-
Stockholm syndrome.
Ask it what it mean. What do naked creatures look like? Because that could be more gnolls.
So what do the naked creatures look like?
Points. First, its wing towards Ignite.
Right, I'm gonna
It
roll a
looks
hit
like
detection
firing.
chance for this net.
Why are they naked?
I got a 20.
Did it say? Did it say they sleep? They're sleeping over there.
The secret plot twist is my character's been naked this whole time.
Yeah, I can.
So,
No.
have I netted the bird with a 20?
Yes.
Got a pet bird now. We can use it as a slave.
You've also netted Smash in the process as well, since he was still holding the bird.
Two bet
Oh, nice.
birds.
Yeah, you got 2 pet birds now.
Well, I will move the net around as so that I only get it on the bird,
All right, do it.
and adjust it so the bird's only contained
Do
within the net, and my
dex,
companion's free.
do a dexterity check then.
You could have had 2 birds, now you're only getting 1.
I'm good. I
Excuse
need
me.
one.
3 minutes. That's the dream. Getting 2
I
minutes.
rolled a 20 as well. So,
Another 20. Convenient.
I mean, I'll send you a screenshot if you want.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Okay, you managed to maneuver the net around Smash and keep the bird in. As this entire time, the bird is shouting obscenes at you and flopping about, calling you all sorts of nasty things.
I'll touch.
Right.
Mind yourself.
That's good.
All right, you've now got a bird.
Oh, with beasts for the duration. Oh, cool. Right then, let's head off towards the way the bird pointed, and we do.
All right, begin to make your journey. Is there anything we're going to do in this meantime? As your journey begins once again.
I just fall asleep.
Okay.
I don't want to have to deal with answers that
Yeah.
appear.
You stayed up, didn't you? So it makes
Yeah,
sense.
I
you're
stayed up.
asleep.
Well,
I'm gonna have
it's,
to
you
roll.
arrived from that thing and had a battle, so it's still pretty early morning. You're looking about coming up to between 10 and 11.
Oh, I don't even have my second. Don't have my full spells.
You-
I could have cast darkness on myself.
You could have a rest. You could attempt
I'm gonna
to
have a rest. I
a
think
long rest in the cart. All right.
I'll attempt to have a long rest
All right then.
if I can.
What are the rest of this gang doing?
Sitting
Uh,
in the car.
I'd like to just sit there and pet my bird.
Okay. Is it still in the net?
Which one?
Yeah.
Um,
But the net, I can put my finger through the net and
Okay.
stroke it.
You sit there petting Sam the whole time.
Well, every time you try to move your hand towards it, it's going to bite you.
Okay.
Voldis, give me your great axe for for a short. Wait, I'm guiding the cart, aren't I? Ignore that.
Yeah.
Voldis, you're taking 1 point of damage since you're allowing this as you're attempting to pet it and it's biting you.
Okay.
And every time you attempt to do that, I'm sure this will occur.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm just going to keep guiding it, and then when we get to rest, Voldis, when we get to a place where we can, would you mind me having a look at your great axe for a short spell?
No.
I could make it hit things harder.
Are you saying I'm not strong enough?
I am saying that the great axe could be improved to wield your strength better. This is it's
I
brilliant when
suppose I will allow it.
Voldis, what's your passive perception?
Perception.
It's on
+3.
your on the left.
No,
Notice.
perception
In
13.
senses.
Okay, that's good to know. Carry on. Continue
that's
having this,
scary.
continue having this conversation.
I suppose I'll allow you to inspect the weapon as long as I am present
that's fine.
for the
It
duration.
takes me roughly about 10-20 minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
that makes me happy. Right, okay, so as the journey continues,
It looks like now it's got a giant wang. I'm a bit scared.
it
What?
does. Bloody hell.
What?
I'm more worried about its shape. It looks like it's more like a blade.
It can be wielded as such.
Oh no,
There you go. It's back.
it's back.
Oh my
Is
God.
everybody
You couldn't hear
okay?
that, could he? You couldn't hear
Did you
that.
hear that or not?
Oh, I'm
I'm
not
gonna
bad.
just-
Okay,
Did you hear that?
right.
That's
So
all right then.
we'll talk about Nathan's giant wang in a bit. So the journey the journey continues. And as okay, you're coming into a more open field. The last of the forest is slowly starting to dip away now, and as you're coming in, you're starting to see more clearly in the distance. Although what at first glance looked like mountains, were a very large cliffside. So as most of you know, the Badlands are almost like one big giant canyon.
Hmm.
So throughout which makes dividing up the borders a bit more easier between the three factions. And as you continue on this journey, as you get closer, you see that there is a canyon coming up as the road begins to dip down. No, what am I doing? No, I've made a mistake here. So, this journey is going to take about, roughly to get where I'm describing, it's going to take another 3 days. Does anyone want to attempt to do anything in these 3 days?
Yes.
Has my long rest succeeded yet?
Yes, your long rest would have succeeded.
So I'm going to use Voldis's great axe.
Okay, so just
Just
say
give me
at
a
some
second
point
to
in
figure
one.
out how to do it.
Are you trying to figure out how to describe to do it, or just do it?
How to make it so his character has it, because it's a +1. So I think I could make it so his equipment is
can't you
just
just give it to him?
I don't think I could just give it. I don't.
Like, well, if you
maybe
take his
the
axe, can't you just
wielding it.
enchant it and then?
Yeah, I mean, like on D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
I think he just need to equip, get a great axe +1. It seems to have the same stats, and then
well, if he makes a note for for a certain time, how long does it last until you do another thingy?
or if I clear it.
Okay, indefinitely until you do another.
So we're going to have one very angry dwarf.
Okay, so we can have
Just +1.
+1 great axe for the time being until you do another spelly spell.
It's 4 of them, so unless I decide to enchant something new with that, that's indefinite, or if the character dies.
Okay.
So, Blake, I'll send you a picture of where to equip that.
Anything else in these 3 days?
While this journey's going on, for character reasons, can I keep an eye out? I'm going to guess it's going to be highly unlikely if there's any slimes or anything that we spot on our journey.
When you say slimes, do you mean like the
Like any form of slime.
roll a investigation check for me. Do that twice, not as an advantage. Just do it twice and then tell me the numbers.
So on the first one, I got 17. On the second one, I got 5.
Okay, we'll come to that in a bit.
Because I'm going to be selfish for my character's backstory.
Right. Okay. So we'll start off with one thing then. So for the first day, you'll have camped up. Can people throughout that first day? Can people roll a persuasion check and perception check, and that's everyone, please.
I got 15.
17.
17.
14.
A 7.
Okay. For the second day, can you all do the same?
I got 17.
I assume we are resting over these next 3 days as well.
Yeah.
Long
5.
rest. I can do that.
Yeah, you can all count as a long rest. 17.
I got a
5,
23.
19.
23, 19. Okay, that's the second day. And for the third day,
Has to be a white.
I got a 9.
9.
11.
6.
okay. So, first point of note, as you were travelling, they're very open field, but as you got further along, the fields just seemed to be empty. There was like you felt as you seem to get closer and closer to it, you feel like a dark force bearing down on you. As let's call it a cold chill in the air, and it's sort of a very noticeable one. About halfway through the second day, you notice that this came along. And although the colour in things isn't gone, the overall colour, if this makes sense, just looks a bit more dull. Like it looks like it's been a miserable day for quite some nights. You rolled a high enough check. There were little creatures that tried to steal some of your rations, but you managed to scare them away. Before this journey began, though, I rolled a natural 20 and the bird managed to escape.
Can I roll a... I don't believe that. Can I roll to check for that?
No, because there's none of your passive perception was 13, and I kept rolling above 13.
Yeah,
Ugh.
makes sense.
Do I keep the net still?
Yeah, the net's just managed to squeeze through the net and fly away.
So it hasn't broke it or anything? Okay.
No, it's managed to.
You say
Push
none
it.
of our perception was above 13?
No, Blake.
20.
Blake's.
I got
Okay.
higher than 13, didn't I? No, I didn't. No,
No,
no, I didn't.
It's your passive.
No, I rolled a 23 one day.
Your passive perception
no.
is just like your
The
general
bird
ability
escaped.
to.
The
Oh,
bird escaped
I get you.
a lot before this set of rolls.
yeah. Sorry.
And so yep, and then pretty much the final day was pretty much uneventful. There's just this big bit of loomingness. Right, so back to you, Ignite. So you rolled a fair few numbers. So in terms of
Yes.
slime, you did come across not necessarily slime, but there was some interesting moss on a few rocks of blue-orangish origin. And then there seemed to be some sort of mucus, maybe you could determine from. It definitely came from an animal, so some sort of liquid from an animal. And then the last one, if I just get up some different notes. No, that was it. So,
Can I investigate the mucus to see
yes,
if I know any
roll
like
for
properties about it?
or roll from investigation. It's not that mucus necessarily. It's a fluid that came from an animal.
Got 19.
19. Okay, so this is a very clear liquid, but thick. It feels like slime, and it seems to have fallen off a creature. From where it was, it seemed like this creature had slithered along from the tracks also left by it. So this seems to have come off as a sort of natural sweat.
Would I be able to use my background as a researcher to work out what slime it is?
You could, from your background as a researcher, you could determine that the creature that left this residue was not alive or of this plane. From what it was, you're not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna empty my vial of acid out nearby,
What a waste of
and
acid.
can I fill it up with that
Yep.
stuff?
You have a small vial of slime.
Slime.
Nice.
Right, so
I now have 2 glass bottles of unidentified slime.
as the road begins to dip down, you start to come to an edge of a canyon. The road is running alongside it, so on the left side there's still open field, and then on the right side a canyon slowly getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And as you're going along, you see in the distance not only the large cliff of the border, and this is the cliff side of let me just check, the Empire. No, not the Empire. Where the hell are my notes gone? Do of the dynasty. And in the distance, because they're quite large structures, you do see some battlements on the very top of this far end cliff, and it's fair distance, but since they're such large battlements, you can see them in the distance. And there's you see about 3 from where you are across the thing, and then you get the sense that they're not necessarily wide structure, but the tall structures. They seem to be like lookout towers of some sort. A bit closer to you as you're coming along, Sam. So
Can we spot people in them, or are they still quite a ways off?
that roll a perception check with disadvantage, but they're far away.
Come on, 2 natural 20s. Okay, that's 19.
Okay,
With the 14 and 16 I rolled.
that's not too bad, but you can't really make anyone out there.
Ah,
As far as you're aware, you would assume that they're manned. You do seem to see what seems to be large ballistas, though. You can just make out on top of these towers.
Was it the Dynasty, did you say, or was it?
The Dynasty.
Is anyone from there?
No,
No.
none of you are from the Dynasty.
Are
So-
they
so
hostile
around
to
it?
us, or?
They wouldn't really care for us, would they? Because we're just in the Badlands.
Well, they can't really.
Unless they're trying to conquer the
So
Badlands.
you are really far away. You're talking about another good 4 to 5 days journey before you.
Oh, so we
Asking
won't go back.
law-wise, if they were hostile.
Okay, so DM, what do we currently know about the dynasty?
So I will get up my notes, but this is the base knowledge that you know that the dynasty is a
basically from
faction
Vigo.
ruled by one person, an emperor, who to you his name is not unknown. His name is unknown.
Okay.
And then it's a very industrial place, so it's the place to home like crafting skills, smithing. It's very well made place where engineering and all sorts of things come from, because this is where warforges are made, so it's very sort of like an industrial kind of place. Like, I'm not talking massive events, but this is where you go to home, like smithing crafts, stuff to jewelry. They got very well trained warriors, although they don't have what you would say a massive army compared to the other two kingdoms, but they see quality over quantity. So their warriors are very skilled in combat, and you're looking at a very sort of Japanese sort of style architecture, so with their armor and their whole sort of style and sense of armor is probably the best way to sum it up.
So they're not very magic focused, more
No,
just
yeah, you can
more-
find magic there.
Hmm.
There are people who do learn it, but they're more sort of like, you're looking at monks, warriors, sort of like fighters, that kind of style.
If that's where Warforged are make, I would assume my character wouldn't think that there'd be artificers out there as well that would make the Warforged.
There would be probably a few artificers, but because you're from a different clan, your artificer background is
Yeah, it'd be completely different.
it's
But
completely different. Although it's not unheard of, like from clans from the kingdom to be not the kingdom. Yes, the kingdom. To have people training in different stuff, it's very unlikely that you'll like to bump into another artificer where you're from, Sam.
yeah,
So, if as Valdis is looking for a mate, was the cat girls here?
no, that you're looking for the
You're looking.
you're looking for the Killmonger Kingdom.
Yeah, you're looking at the Killmonger Kingdom is where you're from as well.
Why does your guy want cat girls, by the way?
It's as I take one as a slave
Oh my
to
god!
offer to my lover to
What?
show that I am worthy of my lover. That I
Okay.
find, so I offer them a slave.
So the cat girl is
So-
a transaction.
So,
Yeah, the
I
cat
need-
girl isn't the wife. The cat girl allows me to help buy part of the wife.
I'm interested in your character's
Part of the
culture.
Part of the
Why
It's a very small town I'm from. Very small,
Ah,
cut off town. We have strange traditions.
does it have to be a cat girl, or can it be anyone? Or
Well, we
is
had
it a cat girl, or is
tales.
it a tabaxi? Whatever they're
We
called.
had,
If it was a
we had
cat
tales
girl,
of cat girls, and I was set the
Tabaxis.
task to go and find a cat girl by this very
Ignite,
pretty
you
female.
get the sense that he's referring to another race dressed up as cats, as where since Tabaxis are also from the Killmonger Kingdom.
So basically, Valdis is looking for a race that dresses up as cats.
Essentially, yes.
So they're looking for furries.
Yeah,
That-
to offer
or
to my
also
love as a
another-
slave.
Also known as weebs.
Mystic clan of the Weeaboos.
Right.
I'm really
so,
sorry, but in advance, I am burning down the clan of the furries when we see them.
Bear in mind, there is not going to be a clan
We
of the
kill them all.
furries.
That's good.
Right. So,
Thank God.
Then we must make one.
Oh no.
So, as you're now approaching a bit further, you do notice some very interesting shapes in the distance. Although because besides from the canyon itself, the field is very, very flat, and you notice in the fair distance there seems to be humps in the ground of large stature, and what seems to be almost like different sections of a fence around these humps as well. But
Right.
it's small.
Let's approach them carelessly.
Just like the fact that you see something, you're just like, yeah, no, minute.
The spikes from where you are as you're getting closer start to become more visible and are wooden in nature. And on the humps, as you're getting closer and closer and closer, you do what seems to be see doorways there.
Would I know who these houses would? Who would occupy these houses? There you go. That's what I said.
Hobbits, right?
No.
Not hobbits.
To answer
See-
Sam's question, halflings they're called.
Oh,
Ah,
hobbits, yeah.
Little.
So seeing
different
as
people.
we've found people, I reckon
I
we
haven't
should.
said there are people there. Can I just point out?
No, it's just signs of people.
True.
How
Let's
close
go
are we
knock
to
on a
the-
door.
Wait,
Well, you're
don't
not
knock
there
on the door
yet.
yet.
This is
Don't.
you're
Yeah.
still about another good 190 feet
So-
away.
So we
Could
were
this
3
be-
days from Rexington.
Almost.
How many days it took us to get to this point?
It took you 3 days to get to this point.
Let's not go straight in
So you're on the 4th
because
day now.
Yeah.
if there was some illness or plague that affected Rexington, I'm going to guess people living outside the town might have traded with them. So if they've got the illness and they're still alive, we don't want to die ourselves. Or they could just be dead in there already.
Very true. Do you recommend proceeding?
Have you stopped the car?
Yeah. Just
Um,
slowed it to a trot at least.
Well,
Well,
if some, I could use magic hand and I could open the doors. I could see him with my dark vision. That's a
there
safe.
any chance-
Okay.
could we produce medicine?
You could
If one of
try.
you- if one of you had an alchemist kit, yeah, and you had the ingredients.
I have this elixir. However, we do not know what it does until someone drinks it.
Where'd you get that from?
It's the experimental elixir of Artificer 3rd class.
Oh no.
Roll a d6 to see what it does.
I'll give it a go.
Want to give it a go? Roll a d6.
I trust in my god.
Oh,
It's only good
Bless me,
things. by the way.
Bless me, Bahamut. I rolled a 3.
Oh,
You get +1 AC for the next 10 minutes.
Sick.
So you feel fortified. I was really hoping you'd roll a 6 because then you get transformed.
Well, to be fair, if he rolled something bad for his god, I rolled a natural 20, so he would have been able to roll again.
Oh no, they're all good things for the experimental elixir.
Doesn't matter. I still rolled the natural
Some
20.
less than
I am
others.
still god in this world.
I am still God.
um,
You can determine the transformation though, so Node could have became anything. That could have been fun.
So,
I know you said
what are we
we
doing?
needed an alchemist kit to make medicine.
I'm going to use mage hand to open the door and
You're
see if I can see
way
anything
too
in
far
there.
away.
Oh,
Let's
You're
get close
still
and see what we can
190
see
feet
at
away.
about. Let's see what we can see at about 60 feet away. That's what I'd say.
yeah. It's reasonable.
Okay.
Is there any signs of recent life there when we get closer?
If you want to roll a perception check.
I got 17.
Okay. You do see no life, and as you're getting closer, you do seem to see where it seems that you see a large structure in the middle of this, large wooden structure with different, just about different things sticking out of it. Can't quite make out from the distance you are. But you can also notice that the land almost looks like it's covered in black veins,
Um,
and it seems to have seeped over the humps as well. But as you're a bit closer as well, looking from this stuff, you could see that one of the humps has like a massive hole in it, as well. At the very top. So they're about, I'd say the humps are about 40 feet up from the actual ground.
Is there a chance this is a religious thing, like a cult then?
But you do see no signs of life, no smoke coming from these, although you do see chimneys on some of these other humps.
And does
Is
a
that
road
animal
go
life?
straight through this?
Yes.
Oh.
Could I make a religion check?
A religion check. Yeah, go for it.
So if it's some kind of wooden structure, it might be to some kind of god or something. 24?
24, that's not too bad. So you determine this is a totem, and
Hmm.
from what you can tell, this is a totem of protection, but one to keep things at bay from spreading any further.
Oh, okay, guys, don't go in there.
Yeah.
In terms of from what you can tell, this totem. So I'll tell you what. From that religion check, it's almost like a Native American totem. So it's got like birds, different sort of beasts, and everything across it. It's a very tribal sort of type totem. It wasn't it wasn't built when the village was built. This was what seems to have arrived when this seems to have been placed fairly new, and you can see it pulsing with a green glow, and it seems to have an open space around it where the black veins can't seem to reach it, but it also is seemingly stopping the black veins going any further out of this village.
Okay. I say we give this village a huge berth and try and go around it if we can, and not venture into this. Obviously, whatever's protecting it is holding for now, so as long as we get far enough away, we should be okay.
What if it's linked to the nearby village? Because we knew there was some kind of plague. This could be seen as some kind of plague. If it's what's killed everyone. If we know how to deal with this on a small scale, we might be able to just get through and get the artifacts on the large scale of the town.
You are the best for this, I'd say.
And
You've got
more,
mage hand, haven't you?
yes, I do want to. I also want to research it and take some, if I can, some of the veins.
If we stay back here, a safe distance away, about 60 feet, how far are we away roughly from like the nearest little black thing?
You wanted to be about, was it 90 feet away to start to do
About
this check?
60 feet.
60 feet. So that's how far away you are from it.
Okay.
Do I know if the totem's stopping it from leaving, or if it's stopping it from growing further?
I'd say from that, it's a bit of both.
So I'm not going to destroy
So-
the totem because that'll just kill us
So
potentially.
the veins are still growing in certain places, like because you can see the vein. So the veins themselves are in the ground, almost like it looks like the ground has got like an actual human set of veins in the way that it's shaped, and they're not necessarily going past that point, but they're moving in the sense that they're growing inside where they're trapped.
So do you reckon you could try and use mage hand, cut a bit off, and then put it in a vial that we could keep in the bag of holding? Keep it in a different
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna empty my vial of oil on the floor, my flask of oil even. And can I use Mage Hand with one of my daggers to try and get a
How far does Mage Hand go?
Oh, we're gonna have to get closer because Mage Hand only goes
I'll pull the yak in to 40 feet distance
Okay.
and then I'll move up.
So as you
'Cause
get
we don't wanna-
closer, as you get closer, you do see a wooden sign. One pointing saying "tick-tocking," and then another pointing saying "Rex intro." in the direction that
Okay,
you're
so
going.
so this is Rexington, from what we can gather from the sign.
It wouldn't be. I think this is it. The sign of the place, or is it the sign pointing to the place? Because
Well, the sign's pointing towards those hills.
oh, yeah. Can I still do the mage hand thing? See
Yeah,
if I
go for
can
it.
get. A,
You could attempt.
If the town we were trying to get is a bunch of fucking hobbit houses, I'm going to be pissed.
I'll kill the hobbits.
This was not the town I was
We
promised.
got there first.
I was told there was walls to protect it.
Yeah, go for it. See if you can cut him.
what should I do for that?
Let's say roll a just roll a dexterity check, just a straight dex.
I got 9.
So as your mage hand dips the knife in, as it almost attempts to cut it, the knife just can't seem to cut it, and in fact, when you put it back, it seems to have almost like rotten away the blade.
Oh, lost a
Would it be
dagger.
worth burning this town down?
There's magical items in. Well, potentially magical items in there.
Yeah, but there's potentially a plague.
Oh no, we know there's a plague.
But you know, like as in kill us all instantly. Although would we burn the totem if we do that?
Well, the totem's protecting the area.
Rest.
It depends
Right,
if we're
no,
willing to risk our lives for the items. Because what I was hoping to do is, if we could take some of the vines out, we could test what damages them, whether it be because like we don't want to go straight in, set it all on fire, 'cause then we burn down the totem as well.
How
Yeah,
many days
that's-
have we been travelling?
In
Or-
total,
no.
you're looking
Since
at
leaving the forest.
Since leaving the forest, you're on the 4th day, so you'd be traveling 3.
Awesome.
Imagine you had those guides.
But then someone was able to place the totem down, so it wouldn't have killed them instantly.
Yeah, but they could be like dying in the corner.
Hmm,
Like, I mean, their dying wish to build that totem. You know.
could have, but we don't see any dead bodies or anything.
Well, from
How-
the distance
how-
that you were from, you didn't see much.
And the
So
dead bodies around us now.
Roll a
Can we see
perception check.
anything at 40 feet? I'll do that as well.
Is this all of us or just Blake?
Whoever wants to roll, it's up to them.
Because I
Got a
got a natural
16.
20.
Oh.
Hey.
Cool. Well,
First 20 of me.
Okay, well, we'll go from you then, Ignite, since you got the natural 20. So you do see your husks of bodies in different places. Also, these small humps that you see are got different signs of them. One says blacksmith's research area. Different signs for what you take. It's not necessarily signs for things, but the shops. There's a few other scattered humps around that you assume just to be general houses by the looks of it. There's also one that seems to be an inn as well.
Mm-mm.
And
that
then
is
you
crazy.
also notice
Oh,
that from that as well, actually, you just make it on one of the edge of the towns. It seems to be that the veins are coming from the canyon, and from that distance, you also see what seems to be mining equipment or like scaffoldings.
Mm.
So we saw outpost towers, right?
Yes,
Watchtowers. Are they for this town or were they further up?
they were miles away. You're looking at a good weeks more journey, maybe more, to reach them. They're on top of this massive cliffside. So they're probably the most likely property of the dynasty. They're probably their fortifications on the edge of their borders.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't think we are prepared for this. If this is Rexington, I say we could give the town a wide berth to see if we can spot anything that would identify this town to us. But as far as we know, Rexon was killed off by a gas of some form, is what we learned from the last town. So this might not be it, but it could be connected.
Wasn't a gas, right? It was a plague of some kind.
Yeah. It rolled through the town. Someone
Traveling
said
4 days for nothing other than 2 dead people. I suppose we got a yak out of it.
kind of yak. We could
It's the
just
turn you
beeline
made,
straight
not
for the
the-
kingdom, so we can ask the guards there what happened to this town if they know anything, and then we might be able to ascertain more from that and come back if we want, or head further into the dynasty and do something from there. I feel like approaching a situation we know nothing about is going to lead to a swift death.
Yeah. I've already
What do
tried a mage hand and it lost me my dagger, so I can't really do that again because I only got 1 dagger left.
What did you try to mage hand?
I tried to mage hand with my dagger to try and cut some of the stuff off, the vines off. But I ended up losing my dagger because it rotted away.
Hmm.
I'm going to do one thing whilst we're at 40 feet. I'm going to cast Firebolt at the black stuff. Oh!
What if that spreads though to the thingy? The totem?
Okay, roll to hit.
Just do it.
No,
I suppose if it
actually.
worked, sorted.
No, don't. Not roll to hit. Roll a straight 20 and roll your magic modifier on top of it, and put your magic fire. Can't remember what it's called.
Spell attack?
Your spell modifier. That's it. On
Oh.
top of it. So.
Oh, it's only an 11.
Okay. Although the vines do recede from the fire blast, they quickly then come back to the spot that you took.
You know what we gotta do then? We're just gonna keep firing our cantrips, see what happens now.
It's instant.
Yeah, just instant firebolts non-stop.
Yeah, I'm going to hurl 3.
Well, before we get to that, we'll take a
Fireball.
short break. Town, which you believe to be Rexintrum. So yeah, we'll continue from there.
Where are we, Rexington?
Oh, actually, I did realise something as
Should
well.
be.
For you, Callum.
Oh no.
You do notice a bit away from the village on the other side, because I forgot that I didn't realise you got. Well, I realised you got a natural 20, but I realised this was a mark that you had to make. You do notice. I was on the field side. You do notice a. Oh God. I haven't even ate anything. I've got all the burps now. You do notice smoke coming from the field about another 50 feet in that direction, but there doesn't seem to be any source. It's just coming out. So it's about, I'd say, 10 feet up, and then the smoke's starting from there. No, 10
I'm gonna
to
point
10,
everyone.
10 to 20 feet up.
So there's no source, but there's just smoke in the air.
Yeah. Well, whatever's created the source doesn't seem to start until like midway in the air. But it's not a thick smoke. It's very, very sort of like it's almost clear smoke.
If fire scared it away, this could be something that could help us out if we all want to go over to it. But
Yeah. We got.
that's really up to the
no other
group because this could
pointers.
put us in much more danger.
It's 5 of us, so I vote to go towards the. No,
There's 4 of us.
it's 4 of us. I can't
It was
help.
included the
Shit.
yak. It was included the yak. The yak gets to say.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
get to vote. Yeah.
Does the yak get a vote?
Yeah.
Like,
So
you're gonna have to ask the yak for its vote.
They're not gonna. They're
I-
not speaking terms.
Oh, I forgot about that. Am I gonna have to learn speak with animals?
I think so.
Right then. So, are you making your way towards this?
Yeah, I'll trot the yak slowly that way, giving a wide
Okay,
berth
so-
of the town.
As you get closer, do notice as you get closer to the source, or where the smoke is coming from, should I say? You do notice as you're looking at it, and then you're sort of moving your head. It looks like there's something out of place there. So, like, I'm never sure how to describe it. So you're looking something at it, but it looks like there's something in front of it, but you can see what's behind it, essentially. But when you move your head, it almost looks like the image that you're seeing is distorted.
Ah, that's definitely something. Let's pull on up and see what it looks like when we get closer. Does this go all the way? So you said the clear smoke starts a certain amount up. Does this look like it goes all the way down, or is it just like a floating thing that we can see shifting?
In terms of the way the smoke's coming, it looks like it's coming out of a point and just going straight up as smoke would. But it looks like it's coming out of a singular point.
Yeah. So I'll just get as close as we can to it. Probably I'll pull us about 30 feet away from where we can see this clear smoke. And then I'll jump off the yak so I can investigate the area as well.
I'll go with Sam.
Okay, so you're getting closer and closer to the source. Nothing's happening.
Can I just have a look around to see if I spot anything that's out of place other than this dodgy smoke?
Go for it then.
What's that? Oh, that's a natural 20. I can't see it because it landed behind the actual roll thing. But yeah, natural 20 plus 5 is 25.
Nothing out of the ordinary besides the smoke.
Damn.
How much
Yeah.
I have detect magic? Because
You
that would have been useful.
okay?
Yeah, well,
The
I don't have it. Could I do an Arcana check even?
yeah, you could do an Arcana check.
I got 23.
23. Oh, nice Arcana check. So it seems to be some sort of almost like a dome, another dome, I say, in this. But this dome seems to be hiding stuff. It seems to be whatever it is keeping it invisible, but not. It's not a solid dome.
I'll walk through the dome.
Okay, you walk
Yeah, I think it'd be safe for me
walk
to go in
through.
as well.
The light's still shining through, but you see a small wooden hut. Now, this wooden hut seems to have grown out of the ground, so it's not like a log cabin. The wood has seemed to have grown out and formed into a shape of a house. And at the top, you see a window with light shining through. You cannot see through this window. There is a door, and you see where the source of the smoke is coming from. Also, as you step through this dome as well, the space seems to be a bit bigger because the actual house itself seems quite big.
You say we see a door or don't see a door?
You do see a door on the side of this hut.
Yep, I'm going to walk up and just knock on the door.
The door opens, and you see what you would normally see in a typical log cabin. There's some tables, there's a fireplace. In the middle, there's a circle of candles, and each one of these candles is got a green flame on top, and each one is sort of sparking in certain points. And then you see what seems to be another doorway, and can hear some humming coming from it.
I'll just be like, hello, is anyone there?
You hear a bit of
My
a
utmost.
bit
I'll check.
of a crash, and it's just like, what? Hello? And out comes almost as his eyes are almost completely shut. Out pops from us the shadow. At first, you see a very large, hunched back shadow with a creature with a very long neck, and out pops, and because you recognize this creature as a tortle, and the tortle is a dark-skinned, shelled creature with what seems to be like almost a sack on one side, long, thin white beard, and a staff with all sorts of different sort of bells, creatures of wooden carvings on top of it as it sort of shakes and moves. It goes, "Hello, who's there?"
Hello, I'm Smash.
But pulls
am
into
I-
his thing and puts on some glasses. Oh, well,
Car.
hello.
So we just had stumbled upon this town. We spotted this. What's going on here? What town is this? I've got a few questions.
Oh,
Don't mind.
well, that is well, give me a second. I must need to make a few more preparations. And he sort of steps into the circle of candles, and once again, like before, he all of a sudden, as he puts his hand and grabs a crystal, and sort of out of nowhere, like thin air, grabs a crystal out of nowhere, and you see like a pedestal appear, and then he sort of rubs the crystal, and it begins to glow with the same green glow from the totem, and puts it on top, and then goes into a sort of deep meditation, and the crystal projects an image of his head in front of that thing as he's closed his eyes and he's gone back into a meditation. Right, okay. Well, have a seat. There's some tea in the kitchen if you want it. Help yourselves. So, what can I do for you,
I'll
fine
go grab a
gentlemen?
Um,
Have all four of you got in, or is it just the two?
I've gone in as well.
Okay.
Wasn't it just
Uh,
them two that?
Yeah, I think it was just them two that
Wonderful.
Yeah,
walked in.
you can.
Because we're me and Nada by the cart still, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'll. Do you mind? We've got two more friends just outside. Do you mind if we go get them?
Well,
Just
yes,
so.
as long as you're respectful and you're careful.
Mm.
Let's not.
With hesitation, I'll go and get them.
This doesn't sound like a good idea.
Be
Oh,
like,
how
hi.
big is this building? Do I have to crouch at all?
You'd have to crouch through the door, but the rest of it's quite big.
So I've got enough headroom. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll go out and I'll talk to Nate and
You,
Valdis.
you
And I'll
don't
be like,
actually have to
so,
leave the room, Sam.
no. That's dumb. I hate enough. I'll go. I'll be like, so we found a tortle in a house that seems to have grown out the ground in there. Hopefully, he can shed some light for us. He asks you be
Tortle? Like one of those giant turtle creatures.
Yes, he seems very elderly. And he asked us to be respectful whilst in there. Now, he seems to have some magical prowess, similar to that we saw from this totem, or at least what Ignite saw from this totem. So hopefully, he can be a bearer of good news for us and
Well,
help us.
I need to prepare us a drink. So if I could borrow some of his utensils, it's a special drink of my people to celebrate kinship and friendliness, and it's very respectful custom.
Well, I've already made tea. If you wish to do
Okay.
that, have some tea and do.
I'll make you some specialty for you. Specialty.
No, well, I wouldn't be able to drink it in the current state that I'm at. Don't forget, it's a current
Why is that?
sort of like floating severed head of him. The rest of him is in a deep meditation.
Well, he can
Yeah,
taste it.
No, he
He's
can't.
doing a full on. He can't do
He's-
anything. He's
Yeah.
he's full on Wizard of Oz mode. He's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
been
yeah.
in a
Essentially,
giant.
that's
Yeah.
essentially what it is. Yeah.
You know that tea video that they have. Such a great character, but you know they don't want tea. Have anyone seen that video before?
Yeah, they
No.
don't want to. Yeah.
They
We're
don't-
not going
They don't
over.
give them the tea.
No.
They may not want tea now. They may have asked for tea, but then they're falling asleep. You can't give them the tea. It's that one.
We don't want
Yeah.
how the government tries to tell people not to rape people
Uh,
Yeah,
tea.
okay.
through tea.
Well,
We'll link it to you
Have you not
later.
seen
Clement.
Yeah.
yeah.
um,
Show us later. Anyway, so what are you guys doing?
Okay, sorry. Sorry about that.
Um, yeah. So, if you can shed any light on this town, any information that we can
Well, haven't you heard of
help.
the stories of what's happened to Rex syndrome?
We've heard musings that something happened recently, but not anything concrete.
Well, it seems to be. Well, when I got here, it's a rather interesting dark force. It started to spread through the land. I've managed to contain it and keep it contained for now, but it's the extent I've done. It seems that whatever's caused this is fed on the dead corpses of people, but it's not what seems to have killed them. But I'd focused more on getting rid of. Well, I focused on more stopping the spread of this black vein disease that seems to be going through the land. I came
Hmm.
by here, the nature was screaming for me.
Okay.
Oh,
So
have we all gone in now?
Yeah, but if you've
Yeah,
chosen to go in, yeah,
Yeah.
you've all got
Okay.
him.
um,
I have-
What's
More about the
may I
thing.
ask what is this place called?
This house, or do you mean the town?
Town.
The town is called Rex syndrome.
so this is
Yeah, I'd worried as much.
Sadly, it's seen better days. Oh, well, the genius thing that I've always admired about Rex syndrome, those huts those things, they're actually much more in depth, deeper into the ground. So they've designed them to fool the creatures that roam this land, so they don't openly attack buildings. So all their intricacies and they're very large places further under the ground. It's rather quite a genius.
And we saw these black veins. Obviously, are they is that coming from inside of these houses, inside this
From-
complex inside
It seems to have spread
as well?
into the town, but it seems to be coming from the canyon. I would assume the mining or excavation that they did there seems to have unearthed something.
And if you cut off, because right now you're protecting the town from it spreading there. If you cut it off where it's coming up from the canyon, would that cut off?
No, I
The-
get the sense. I've seen this sort of magic before. It looks like a seal has been broken, and the only way to, well, stop it is to refix the seal. I get the
I'm
sense.
going to assume you're the one who made the totem.
I am.
How is your totem protecting the area?
Well, through it's a totem's almost like, how can I put it? Conduit for my power. I sit here and meditate and keep the darkness at bay, and the totem is a way to enhance that. But obviously,
it
whatever
possible-
I'm dealing with is I can only do so much. I must keep a constant, well, almost constant watch over it.
Do you think it'd be possible if you could essentially give us a smaller version of the totem to help us try and solve this problem?
Oh, the black veins don't affect people themselves. They seem to only
It's
feed
just
on
the area.
only the area. Whatever killed the people in there definitely seems to have been by another source.
And
The black
sorry,
veins
Tortle,
are
I
hurting
didn't.
the land. That's why I'm here.
We didn't get your name. What's your name? Sorry, sir.
Oh, well. Oh, God.
Am I going to be very happy or very sad?
Do you know what? I often forget. Oh, it's just my old bones. I have to concentrate on so many stuff. I go by a few names. I don't really have the particular one. Most people call me Old Geezer for some strange reason. Can't quite sure I'm not that old.
How old would you say you are then, if you're not that old?
Oh, so about 40.
In total years or normal
In
years?
total years, that's quite very old. They don't live for that long.
But can I call you Master Oogway?
If you wish.
Aw.
Ah,
Monkey.
I
So,
remember now. Kalfazar is my name. Kalfazar.
so when you came here, everything was already dead, and the veins were feeding on
The
whatever it
veins
was.
were. Luckily, I got here just in time. I felt the land screaming in pain. Oh, it sent a shiver down my shell.
And you haven't seen anything that could have killed the people in this town.
To be honest with you, I hadn't had much time to check. I was more focused on what was plaguing the land.
I'm gonna step forward and go. Calthazar, it's a pleasure to meet you.
And a pleasure to meet you, whoever you are.
I am Nade, and
Oh, it's nice
that
to
might
meet
interest you
Nate.
because I've been deemed the new owner of this town.
Oh, is that so?
It is. I mean, obviously, it's not in a very, not in the state that I wish it would be in.
No,
You
I
said
don't think
you've
anyone would
worked
want it.
tirelessly to. No, yes, it's true. You said you've worked tirelessly to stop the spread of this. I'll call it a disease. Can
Yes.
do you think it's possible to reverse what's happened and fight it back?
Oh, quite easily. I've seen this type of thing before. It seems that people have just poked their nose in and broken a seal. It's quite simple. I haven't been able to. What kind of seal it is I'm unknown. From what have gathered, there seems to be a research place in there. If anything, you could try there.
That sounds like a really good idea. I appreciate the help. You're quite useful. This town and myself we're very grateful to have
Oh,
your help. Is there anything we can do for you to to say thanks?
well, if you fix the problem and you're going to just take care of the land, that's all I ask. Treat it with respect. This land.
If we were to beat back this disease, would you leave?
It's hard to say. I could probably stick around for a while, but wherever nature
I
calls.
feel the land would need fixing if we do clear
well,
the veins.
I would end up making sure the land was okay. But for the most part, I go wherever nature calls.
It'd be nice to have you stick around. And this tea is lovely.
Oh, thank you. It's
I'm
a
gonna do
very
one thing as
special
well.
herbal
Right.
blend. If you're that interested, I think I've got a sack round here with the leaves that I use, grown myself. Actually, feel free to have some.
Yes, please, if you don't mind.
Actually, as a point note, who
I'm gonna
has
go grab a sack.
just out of a note, who has taken a sip of the tea?
I haven't.
I have.
Okay, so well, I know Nathan has. So for you two, current time because of the way it's brewed and everything, you lose all points of exhaustion if you had any. You
I did
feel
not.
you feel refreshed
I do.
and and you just seem a lot more refreshed more than usual. You seem more.
Again.
You also seem
I
more
do.
alert as well.
Okay.
Like you seem to
Good
notice,
tea.
not necessarily you're tripping, but you seem to notice the nature around you. Feel almost like the pulse of nature.
I'm gonna just pull out a pen and paper and draw the symbol that was on the letter, and just quickly ask him, Calthazar, have you seen this symbol before anywhere? Which was the dragon's eye with the thorns.
Can't say that I have. I tell you what, there's a fine chap Oh God, what was his name? He comes from the Empire. It's a fantastic researcher. I met him on. He's a lovely chap. If anyone might know that symbol, he might. Oh, if I could
What was
only
his name?
remember his name.
What
Oh.
did he look like? Anything?
Oh, he was definitely a high elf. Good. Hold himself quite a bit. He had a unique birthmark in under his lower left ear. It would seem, I would say, in the shape of a bird, or could have been a moon. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Old age and whatnot.
And okay.
You
Do you mind if we?
do see in his meditated state his Torgle sort of like claw along things, picks up some tea and takes a sip, and then puts it back down.
Christ. There we go. So as he's talking, I'm just going to get out some of my flasks and just fill them with some of the tea.
Okay.
You don't mind, do you? This is very nice tea.
He made quite a fair bit of it. It's almost like he was expecting guests.
So you're saying that if we went into the town, the veins won't hurt us,
Well,
but
no. but
whatever's in there might.
yes. From what I gathered, it's almost like a presence is there. Nothing physical, but it's almost like a presence is there. When I just felt a chill down my shell.
And when you put this totem there, you saw nothing of interest at all,
Well,
other than the veins.
well, I wouldn't say nothing of interest at all. I just necessarily didn't look. I was quite focused on the veins. There could be something interesting there. I saw
Okay,
the signs of the different shops and buildings that they have, but I didn't really look that hard.
So we're probably going to investigate the town a bit further and hopefully put a remedy to this. Is there anything that you have that could help us in this task? Obviously, I don't think we're going to be going too far from you. So
Roll a persuasion
we
check.
should be able to. Okay, 2 seconds. My Discord's showing I've got like 18 messages.
Oh, those were the NT messages that I sent you.
That's a 20.
That's a 20.
Not natural.
No, I believe I don't. I'm using most of this stuff to keep this evil stuff at bay.
Okay. All right. I guess
But there might
I'll
be
confirm my
useful
part
stuff
to
in
see
the
what I'm doing.
village. From what I gathered, people weren't able to clear out, and people haven't been going in there, so there could be useful stuff in there.
Okay, so I think it begs the question. We have a job to do, team. We will venture into the research facility and try and see if we can fight back this disease. But the question remains, do we have a look around the village first before heading in, or do we wait until we've got rid of the disease before risking entering near the buildings?
Could the veins possibly retake damage?
Well,
I
not meant to
was
affect-
able to walk in there with no problem, walk back out. It just didn't feel right walking in there, if you ask me.
I feel as if the veins are somehow whatever's killed the people, the veins is supporting it. So if we're able to cut off the veins, we might be able to weaken whatever inside.
I think we go research lab, see what this is. If we can destroy the veins first, seal them back up, we do that, and then we can try and clear the town without an added presence of these veins.
So you want to destroy the veins, go to the research facility, then look around.
Research veins, yeah. Research facility, then back out, come to this guy, tell him what he learned, see if he knows anything. Go see if we can stop the veins, and then go back into the town to clear it
I'm
out
just going
further
to stop
with the
you
veins
there,
hopefully gone.
Sonny. I beyond from stopping the veins, I would not know much more at all. So you'd be wasting your time coming back here with any research that you learned.
But you could taste nice.
He's joking, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's he may need to work on his sense of humor.
Yeah, it's not his forte. He's not put many skill points in that.
Charisma is 1.
It's been a long journey.
Actually, Valdis's charisma. So yes, shall we see if we can head into the research facility then? Take it, or keep an eyes out for something unnatural, anything that moves. Because really, anything that moves in this town is likely to be dead.
Fireball anything that moves.
Fireball anything that moves.
Before we go on this, could I just prepare a drink in a flask?
Okay, if
Or
you
you
have the ingredients.
Yes, I do.
Okay, well,
Just want some.
what are you actually making?
That's a secret.
Well, you can't because I need to know, so I could.
That's not how it works.
Not how it works.
It's something special. I'll
Yeah,
message
but
you.
I need to know what the Oh, you messaged me. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, right.
Can I make that?
I seem to have broken the cameras. You can make that. Let me just get some stats up. I need to do the appropriate check. I think it
I'm
is.
scared.
I'm terrified.
Oh,
It's just some medicine for us to protect us from the.
where's D&D Beyond?
Sure it is.
Roll an insight check.
To answer your, as well, Nathan, to answer your question, yes, we can.
Cool.
Just get a character sheet up. I just need to look at the appropriate roles. Anyone would do. Believe it's going to come under a performance check. Oh my god. Come on, anytime today, Google.
I'm terrified now.
Oh.
Yes, make a performance check, please. I'm surprised.
I've got 19.
19, okay. Through the utilities that are at your disposal, you make the soup that is required with certain herbs and different things. You can dish it out if you wish.
Okay.
Well,
I give it to my party members to drink.
Okay.
I keep some as well in my bag.
Well, it's up.
And I'll use up all
I'm
of
not going to
the-
force you guys to drink it. It's up to you guys.
Thank you, Valdis. What's in this? Because I am a Kenku.
Herbs and spices.
Can I do?
Yes,
Very
you can
scared.
do an investigation check.
It's an 11.
11. Roll. No, because you got 19. In terms of, you do see chunks in the water, but you can't quite make out what they're from. And there are herbs and spices in there. So, as far as you're aware, he's telling some of the treat, but he's not telling you all of it.
Do the chunks look like meat?
Yes.
Unfortunately, Valdis, I am a vegetarian as a Kenku, so I wouldn't be able to eat this.
As it's a new person who's joined our party, I think I'm going to pass as well. As I don't know
I
that
find
much
this very
about you yet.
insulting that you
Well,
will not.
Why don't you drink
Drink.
some first, then?
No, it's customary for you to drink it first.
That's a shame. I would have drank some if you drank some first.
It's customary.
That's a shame then, I don't trust you. Unfortunately, I'm not that much of a trustworthy person. I'm not a trusting person, sorry.
Maid, can you drink it?
What is it, sorry?
It's
Yes.
herbs and spices in a soup.
Yeah, go on. I believe in my God. He'll keep me safe.
The roll.
I'm gonna drink it.
Before you drink it,
Okay.
you get a sense of a voice saying not to do it.
Not for me.
So he's going to drink it?
No.
I'll keep this
Fine.
then. Someone else that's worthy of
My-
it.
Scared. I'm very scared of
Like,
what you tried to
I'll keep it
create.
in my bag till we meet some people.
Oh,
then.
what he didn't try. He succeeded in creating what he wanted to create.
Actually, I changed my mind. Could I have some to drink later?
No, you have to drink it now, or bottle it
I've
up.
got
in.
I've got an empty vial. I'll happily take some from you to drink later. I'm just
No, I
not
want
that
you to drink it
thirsty.
now.
I'm not that thirsty at the
Right,
moment. We've been offered
Anyway,
so
I
much
can
tea.
see
I
where
don't
this
want
is
to
going.
drink.
Right, so what are we doing?
I'm
Uh,
putting
we're-
it all in a bag. You know, they don't want to share my customs with me. That's fine. They can persecute against me.
Well, you're still
Looks
fairly
like
new to the party.
we're going to head to the research facility. It's there.
Okay, then.
Yep.
So,
Let's head.
you start making your way towards the town, and as you get closer and closer to the town, you start to feel that weird chill down your shells, as it was described from the tortle. As you get closer and closer, so he's taking the first brave step as you're at the edge of town now.
I
Go
will.
for it.
I believe in Bahamut,
You step
the
and
almighty,
you
powerful
feel.
dragon.
You step and the ground feels uneasy. It feels like it's pulsing, and it feels like almost like a heartbeat. But nothing seems to have happened.
Just say it's throbbing,
Pulsing, like a heartbeat. Or...
like throbbing.
Yes, you could say it's almost throbbing. Okay,
Fine.
Just almost, or is it throbbing?
it feels like a heartbeat. Let's leave it at that. I know what you're all trying to get at.
So it feels a little bit soft and uneasy. It's throbbing, and there's lots of veins.
Run a ground dig.
Interesting.
Suddenly you hear Pete's. I'm stuck, step bro. I'm stuck. So as you step in, I need everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Wisdom saving.
Before you do that, let me just double check. One of you is a Ganashi, if I remember correctly. It's you, isn't it, Callum?
Yes, I
I
am.
need you to do it with
yes.
disadvantage, please.
Oh no.
I got a 3.
Okay.
Oh no.
I got 13.
Oh, dig on.
With disadvantage, I got an 8.
Okay.
11, sorry.
11, Sam. Okay, so Voldus, you get a slight headache, but then passes. The rest of you, you felt something shiver down your spine, but it seems to have gone now.
I'm going to use produce flames. Is this from my hand? Yeah, I'm just going to hold it in front of me as I walk to see if anything happens with the vines below.
The vines are moving towards the light, but they're not coming out of the ground. They're almost interested. They're sort of following the light, but that's about the extent of it.
I'll keep it up for now and then.
I'll scoop down and ask to ignite for one of his vials and scrape a bit of the vein material into a vial for him.
You try, and it sort of as you dip it into the vial, it feels like a liquid, but a solid at the same time, and sort of melts the vial away. But oddly enough, when your fingers touched it, nothing happened.
Hmm.
Fun.
Okay. Onward.
Yeah.
Onward.
Wait, no. I want to drop a null arm on the floor.
Huh?
I want to drop a
Alarm.
null,
Okay,
a
as
null
you
arm.
drop the null arm, the veins seem to almost dig into the rotten flesh and start. As you can see, it almost seems to be speeding up the decay process.
So, from what it looks like, is it's only affecting dead or inanimate things. It can't affect anything living. So we should be safe.
Well,
Yeah.
lucky for everyone here, I intend on staying living. So
Same. Right. Let's go to the research facility. Does it look like the veins go into the research facility anywhere we can see?
They seem to avoid the doors themselves, but the veins seem to be going on top of the roofs of these huts or humps, domes, whatever you want to call them.
Okay. We'll open the door and go in.
Okay,
I'll
so
take.
you open up the
I'll take
door,
first
and what
point.
seems to be a living space, a communal space like a sitting room or whatever. And then in the center of this room is a stairway that goes down, and you can just see what seems to be a series of different rooms and doors. And like was said earlier from your friend, he was able to. You can see that it seems to open up. This is a massive space in the ground of different rooms there. So the building is where, instead of it being a normal building on top of the thing, it seems to be built into the ground.
Can we see anything of interest at a glance?
At a glance, roll a perception check.
17.
Nothing of value. There's like a fire at the back of where the stairs are, so it's like a sort of balcony at the top bit. There seems to be a few chairs. There seems to have been some food left there. There's a cooking pot over the fire. Nothing's really in it. But for the most part, this just seems to be a normal sitting room, and the doors downstairs don't seem to be open.
So there's food that's sort of still left out.
Yeah.
I'll take the food and I'll go in, take the food, and throw it towards the veins to see if they'll eat the food.
They do. They seem to attach the food, and once again, they do and speed up the decaying process.
So these things look like they just help things along. I'll start rifling about. See, what did you say? Are there any like papers anywhere? Or is this just like a living area?
It's just like
building?
a communal area, like a break room or whatever you would describe it. It's not where someone sleeps, but it's somewhere where people could chill and hang out.
I'll press further in to see if I can find
Okay, so you
anything
go
that
down
looks
the
like
stairs,
an
and
active
there's
research area.
several. There's 4 doors. No, 5 doors in total. 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and 1 at the very end of the corridor.
I'll just go into the nearest room.
Left or right?
Let's go left.
Okay, you go
That's
in there.
how
The
you
door
solve
opens,
mazes.
and there is a very large room in there with 4 beds in, and what seems to be almost like there's a cupboard on each bit. So that seems to be for those 4 beds. And there's a few bags about, and then that's about it. There's like
Okay,
the building
just
itself, though, although it's dirt on the outside when you came in, it's actually made of stone on the inside.
Can I empty the vial of the slime-looking thing that I got that looks like it's from another plane?
Yeah, go for it. Where are you emptying it?
On top of some of the vines.
They seem to be leaving it alone.
Ah, fuck.
That's one.
Do I know this is from another plane, or do I?
You do know it's not of this realm. Whatever it came
Okay.
from is definitely not of a. From your research and stuff, because you roll quite high, you know you're not sure what it is, but it's not from this plane.
So
upon-
it looks like these vines must be. If this is accelerating anything here to decay it faster, but not from another plane, looks like these vines are from another plane as well. And if this is just from a monster that died recently, there might be something stronger inside that can use these vines, possibly.
Okay. I'll open up. Just seeing the beds, I'll open up another room because I'm looking for what looks like a
Which one?
research area
Okay, if
with
you're just
papers.
looking for a research area, you open up all the other two doors on either end of the corridors are all rooms. It's not until you get to the very end or at the end of the corridor is where you seem to open up to a research lab where it's got vials. There seems to be bits of paper about the place on one desk. There's like equipment for holding rocks that are being studied. There's also like places where parchments are read, sort of like a general research area, but medieval style.
I'll start rooting through the papers to see if I can see anything about a seal that might have been broken or anything they found whilst mining.
Well, that depends. Do you you find a series of research notes from a man called Trask?
Trask.
And these notes are on a series of different days, spanning from day 1 to day 10. Now, do you want to hear about a particular day? Or do you want me just to go from day 1 to day 10?
Day 1 to day 10.
All right.
Let's see what we know.
We okay. Day 1. We've arrived at Rexingtrum upon of the miner's discovery of a.
In fact, so there's 10 days, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do 1, 5, and 10. So take that back to the group.
You do 1, 5, and 10, and then you take it back to the group.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so day 1 is we've arrived at Rexingtrum. We've upon arriving, we have seen what the miners have discovered. It seems to be on first glance some sort of temple in the canyon. There seems to be just outside of the temple entrance. There is a crystal ball pulsating with some sort of magic. We believe this could be a trap. We will prepare a spell to seal it, to keep whatever is at bay. Day 5. By the gods, Mark has killed Samantha. They say that they told him to do it. Day 10. I will soon be with the others. I will bring peace to everyone. I will do their bidding. At this point, I need everyone to make another wisdom saving throw, please. Once again, Callum.
Do I do it with disadvantage?
Yes, once again.
10.
10, okay.
I want to do bad just to see what happens now. Okay, I shouldn't have said that. I got a 1.
I got a 7.
Okay.
I got 18.
Okay. Once again, Nathan, you feel a small shiver down your spine, but then nothing comes of it. Sam and Callum, you feel a headache. And Vols, I've lost the ability to speak. You find you.
Oh, do I only get a headache for 1?
You start to hear a whisper of something. Yes. Smash and Ignite. You get the headache.
Okay. I'll take all the notes and have a read of day 3 now.
Day 3. God, can you not just read them in order?
Ah,
Oh God, day 3.
I'm reading how I actually read, so.
Oh, you read a weird way. We have found a library with many notes and books to read. We, on first glance of some of the notes we found, it says this place is a temple of Azul. Now, I will spell this name out because I may be pronouncing it wrong. I had trouble pronouncing it earlier. But the name is spelled Azharul.
Would I know what that is?
Tell you what, if you can say the right thing, I will. Tell you what, do a history check. Yeah, why not? With disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, because you wouldn't
That's a
really know
natural
about
one.
this. Yeah. Are
I'll
you
take
reading
it back
this out
to
the party,
the.
by the way, or are you going back to the party now?
I'll go back to the party.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, and I'll just say what I found, and see what they make of it. See what
What do
everyone
you
wants to
make
do
of
next,
it?
really. Yeah. So obviously the miners found something. This has been here a while. They've mined it up, and they asked for other people before investigating it. So these people investigated, must have broke it in some way, and doomed the town. So whoever these guys were, they're dicks.
Right. So just to
Um,
clarify, because you got the wrong thing from reading the different sets of messages. They were asked to come here upon arriving, and then from day 1 to day 10, something had happened.
Yeah, so we've arrived at Rexitron. Upon arriving, we have found what the miners have discovered. So the miners had found something, and these guys found it upon arriving.
For minus it.
That's a good shout.
Is there any husks nearby in this area? You said there was like husks of people.
None in this building. All bodies seem to be outside.
The ones that the bird pointed at.
Oh, those. You get the sense that this probably means the husks of the decaying body are probably what the bird meant.
Okay.
Would anyone like to join me while Smash is looking at the research notes? Would anyone want to join me checking over the dead bodies?
Yeah.
Yep, sure.
Right. So, just because we'll be wrapping up soon, right? We'll do that last check. But before that, so is there anything else you want from these notes now, Sam?
I'll give it a scan over to try and find any relevant information in regards to anything that sounds like a seal, anything magical,
Well,
and assign that to a day.
you got the name of whose temple it may be. There's stuff about that. Some of the researchers were hearing about murders, and then the person who committed the murder killed themselves. And then there was spouts, and you get whoever's reading this note also created a magical spell. Was probably the original person who created this spell that sealed whatever this crystal ball was. There was they found many magic items and gave it to someone called Trafax to study. As far as the notes say, that they're still on site. The temple also sublighted as a mine as well. That there were plenty of
Was
research.
that created by the miners in the temple, or was there already?
No, it seems
really
not necessarily it was a mine. There's just a lot of resources in there that could be mined. And then you get the sense that this person, over a gradual time, went crazy and started hearing voices as well. And he says that he liberated a few people.
Liberation.
Right,
For the
dead
nation.
bodies. Roll a medicine check then, please.
All of us.
You can either
I
do all
got-
one separately, or you can do one with advantage. Ignite.
I'll do one with advantage because I think these people. I got 16.
That's 16.
Oh, I'm sorry, 18.
18. Okay. So, in terms of the cause of death, these bodies have been. They decay much faster. So you determine that they died. Say about a rough estimate that you're looking about. They died a good 20 days ago. But the body's decayed too fast for the level it is. But seeing what you know earlier, you believe that the vines have caused the decay. But from what markings that you can find, that these people didn't die from the vines, they died from. Well, this one died from a stabbing. Other bodies died from different causes. You also some died from claw marks, bites. Some of these claws and bite marks weren't necessarily. They weren't. Some of these people don't seem to have defensive. No, let me say that again. Lost my words. What's interesting about a lot of this is all these wounds that were inflicted by weapons, claws, and all sorts of stuff. No person seems to have defended themselves.
What races are they?
At the level decay, you can make up there are a few humans, high elves, Ganeshi, for the most part. But
Can I test something with my knife? Can I cut my hands and see what happens when I drop my blood onto the vines?
yeah, they seem to. The vines seem to absorb the blood.
So no decay or anything, just absorbed completely. Would someone else like to test that? Would be able to test that as well, even?
What do you want me to do?
You could cut your hand, see how it reacts to your blood.
Yeah, go on, give it a go. What happens?
The blood
Hello?
is absorbed as well.
Ah.
And I think we'll leave it there then.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Right. Well, thank you all for watching once again. Thank you all for the support and love and peace on earth, because we can't do this without you.
Peace.
We can, but we don't want to. We want you to be
Peace
just as much as
on
entertained as well. We love having you here. Well, I do anyway. I don't know about these guys. From their characters, they may not. But
I was very worried the knight's character was friendly towards. It seems like Bahamut had a huge influence on him, as he didn't Eldritch blast him from 60 feet away.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to balance. You know, I'm all about
Hey, John.
balance. So I'd gone
This was a
quite.
good
I'd gone
deed.
quite. Yeah, I'd gone quite aggressive on the Knolls, and I think Tiamat came out a little bit there, so I had to balance that out with some good and some
I like it. I like it.
some
Well,
niceness.
until next week at the same time, we'll see you then. Feel free to join me.